traveler.
No time for games.
The end is coming! Who am I?
Change your mind.
You require my assistance? Adigo! We're gonna be rich.
No time for games.
Inferno!
Hello and welcome everyone to Friday Night Fights. I am joined tonight by the Big Ted and of course Saku. How's it going, fellas? How you feeling tonight?
Good.
Mysterious.
Mysterious.
Yeah, because it was Halloween. Yeah, Halloween
Oh.
was yesterday.
Ooh, what was your Halloween costume?
My work outfit. Yeah, that's it.
Mm.
I pretended I was working.
Okay.
I am.
Oh.
I had a good one. I was a broke, depressed college student.
Okay, so you also were dressed as yourself.
Yes.
All right. And I myself, if you were watching Tavern Talk last night, I was dressed up as Wilfred, and the weekend before I was dressed up as a mermaid man, and my girlfriend was Barnacle Boy. It was a fun weekend.
Good.
But yeah, that's not what we're here to talk about. I hope you guys had a great Halloween, but we are here to talk about 3 good-looking matches here tonight. Playoff implications for some. And some others are maybe a little bit more just for pride, you know, get a couple extra points, maybe seeding.
Yeah.
In some cases, so definitely not totally unimportant. But to start, we do have a Legacy Series match here. This is the cross-conference match for in the 3 seed. I believe both of these teams have secured the 3 seed, or at least they have secured a playoff position, but they can still move up, I think, or move down the seed depending on what the other teams do and how they do. So yeah, our first match here is Shunsui 21, who is 3-4 on the season, versus Lefty for Dirty Mike and the Boys, who is 4-3. So similar records. I think both really, really strong 5 seeds. Crazy that both of them are 5 seeds in this series.
Yeah, like that's funny. I was like looking at the matches earlier today. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do some research. So I'm looking, and I totally looked past them, and then I went back and I'm like, wait, they're both 5 seeds. Are you serious?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was looking like 4-3 all up and down the list, and I couldn't find them for the life of me.
Yeah. And here they are. Their teams right now. Dirty Mike and the Boys, not the best week for them.
No.
so far, only 3 points on their side, and then Destubs with 12 points to start the week. They still have 2 more matches. There's comp of Destubs versus Surlos of DMB. But first off, we have this match. Maybe Lefty can get a couple more points for his team and secure potentially that that third spot there.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be a tight battle between them and a Noyo team.
Mhm.
Because the Noyo team's having a good week so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
This will definitely matter for seeding.
I guess some bands now. So.
Ooh.
What do you guys?
Perfect.
We'll predict what you guys say for bands.
For bands, let me look real quick. So we do have Lefty has Paladin, Priest, Shaman, Warrior, and Shunsui has Hunter, Paladin, Rogue, Shaman. I mean, the popular band these days is Shaman, so I think it's not crazy for me to predict that. But maybe they have certain strategies. Maybe Shunsui has a strategy. He really doesn't like the Priest. Maybe he doesn't like the Warrior for his strategy, and is okay kind of doing the 50-50s into the Shaman in some of the cases. So.
All right, I'm gonna say Lefty bands Shunsui Shaman and Shunsui bands Lefty's Priest.
Okay. So the
my prediction.
bands are actually Lefty bands Hunter.
Oh wow!
And Shun bands, as Shun called it, Stupid Shaman. So
Yeah.
don't know if that's a new archetype, but
I think that's just any popular Shaman deck at this moment. Interesting. Okay, so we were gonna see Lefty's Paladin, Warrior, and Priest into Shunsui's Paladin, Rogue, and Shaman.
Yeah.
So I guess just Lefty just messaged me just saying that they're actually sitting right in front of each other. In actuality, that's pretty funny.
Wait, really? They're just face to face? That's amazing. So this is a real duel. I know Shunsui loves his duel. So this is a face to face, cards on the table kind of duel. It's just Yu-Gi-Oh! Throwback.
Yeah.
Going into this match, I'm kind of tempted to say that Shunsui has the advantage flat out just because he still has a Shaman.
Yeah. It is Legacy Series, so it's not quite as significant here, I think.
Yeah, definitely a lot less than Hero, but
it probably gets a win somewhere. It's Shaman. It's gonna get a win. The question is, did Lefty build his lineup and his strategy to kind of maybe potentially beat the Shaman? I think it's hard to do that. But some of his decks, have that potential. Warrior, Priest, if he expects sort of the evolved Shaman rather than the Quest Shaman, have some strategy there. And same with the Holy Wrath Paladin. So there are options, but maybe not the safest strategy with the Shaman being as powerful as it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could even have a semi-target Shaman strategy, but when Shaman's worst matchup is still 45% for it.
Yeah.
That doesn't feel too good.
Yeah, if it sneaks that win in, just that one win, that's all it needs. And then maybe your lineup falters against the rest. So, especially with Rogue potentially being an aggressive choice. Although with the Priest and the Warrior Bring, maybe he goes N'Zoth Rogue on Shunsui's side and kind of predicting, then he just has the Paladin get through and he kind of beats up on this Priest and Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so those guys are pretty much ready to go. So whenever we want to start, I will let them know.
All right.
I think we're ready to go. I've said my piece. We'll see what actually happens.
Well, yeah.
Any predictions on based on what we have left here? Who you think's gonna get that win here? Just based on classes and maybe what you know about the players.
I don't know. I think they're both, like we said earlier, in same 5 seeds.
Yeah.
I'd probably give the edge just on name alone to Lefty.
Oh yeah.
But I think I do kind of like Shinsui's classes better. Though
I think it's certainly if he just brings an aggressive lineup, he can really kind of bully some of those. The only thing that maybe gets through in that case if he brings sort of a controlling warrior. And okay, the warrior gets through, and then my aggressive decks just kind of maybe beat up on the rest of your options.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that's the strategy he decides to take.
Just TG. So, Lefty's going to be on the bottom if I didn't say anything already.
Okay.
Cool,
So
cool, cool.
that'd be our first spec. We got Shunsui on top.
Sweet. Oh. Looks like they're into the game.
There
Both
we
visible
go.
now.
Oh yeah, I wonder what they queue first. Actually, that's
first.
something we didn't ask, but I guess we're seeing it now.
Looks like we're gonna have Paladin versus Warrior as our first game.
Victory or death.
Interesting.
Looks
All
like
right.
a pretty just standard control warrior from Lefty. Probably has an Azoth in there, maybe. And
Yeah, not
Paladin-
enough information here to
Yeah.
rule out which exact archetype of the control warrior it
Mhm.
is.
Paladin's looking like a mech pally here.
Who runs N'Zoth nowadays in their Warriors? I mean,
I think
mean-
most people.
how about
Is the
everybody is
answer
the
there.
correct answer? Yes.
Yeah.
like a huge percentage. Not everybody, but definitely a big portion. But
definitely.
yeah, it does look like the actually it looks like an interesting Highlander list here with the
Oh, yeah,
prismatic
you're right.
lens.
Looks like a slower Highlander, less slower, more greedy Highlander.
Yeah, mechanical whelp. So maybe he is really trying to bully this warrior, and and there's the N'Zoth right there as we spoke about it.
Yeah. And I believe I saw in his opening hand he did have the Kangor's Endless Army as well.
Yeah, so definitely a greedier version. Maybe trying to target that warrior, the control warrior potential there,
Yeah.
and he finds it. So that's actually going to be, if this is a strategy going in, then Shunsui I think is looking in a pretty dominant position if he did go that route, because this warrior's powerful, but when you're actively trying to beat it up with things like this Paladin build, with a greedy sort of Highlander build. Highlander already has a good matchup into it, so making it even greedier gives you more staying power. And then Quest Shaman beats up on the warrior as well. Like if he brought Quest Shaman, then he can feel really good. And then the Zoth Rogue is the final deck. If that is Shunsui's lineup, I think this is going to be very, very hard for Lefty.
I agree with you there.
I love that.
What the mummy?
The moo of the mummy.
Oh man. So this redemption is
Youthful
gonna be
Brewmaster in this
pretty-
deck from Lefty.
So yeah, he's hyper. I've seen this
greedy.
deck. He's very greedy, but I think I've seen this a lot actually. You have the Elysiana to bounce. Some even run Hakar in this list, so you can sort of Hakar when you want and remove the bloods from your
bloods.
deck. And even if, let's say, you're playing another deck that does the Hakar thing, you have double Elysiana to just re-up again and just kind of go the long game against things like the Res Priest that you might see. Although he's not facing that. So,
Oh man, Shunsui with a 1-mana Sayamot here.
yeah,
off of that
not
prismatic
gonna be
lens.
too upset about that. You don't
No.
really care about that auto defense matrix.
I think you're more than fine losing out on that. Oh man,
So yeah, the question is, does he want to go in here right into
He
Brawl
is.
turn? And he says, "Yep,
says if
I
you
know.
have it, you have it.
I know Brawl's a card, but worst case scenario, I get, the 6/6 to live, or I guess worst
Yeah.
case scenario, you have a 1/1 reborn, and then also that redemption, so you at least have 2 minions at the end there. Worst case.
Oh, he's gonna Dynamatic here. This is gonna be a lot of damage upstairs.
Oh boy.
I mean, I guess from Shansui's point of view too, you are kind of fine with him brawling a board with only 3 minions on it.
Yeah.
There's a lot worse things.
Worst case, you still result with 2 minions there. So
Yeah. Shunsui has an option here of daggering up and then trading in the Surf Henley to kind of control this Dynamatic. And oh, he's gonna go with the Consecration instead. I don't know about that over making a dagger and just trading into it.
yeah. Do we remember? I don't remember what other choices he had there.
For hero power,
Yeah.
I remember one was Paladin, make 2 dudes.
Right.
I can't remember what the
great
third was.
into- Yeah, not great into
Yeah.
the Warriors. So
Yes, could remember him just picking the blades.
Oh no!
The Never Surrender is not going to give him enough health to survive this. Doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
That would have been cool to see, though.
If it like healed instead of added 2 health, yeah, that'd be interesting. Or if it
Yeah.
healed and added the 2, that still wouldn't work actually.
Yeah, I would still
That's,
just.
that's exactly.
Yeah,
what it
that's exactly what it does.
doesn't give you an empty 2. Yeah. All right, so
Only
he gets
2
2.
secrets.
Yeah, we do see 2 in the
Kinda
hand,
interesting.
and he's already played 2. So
Yeah.
I
True.
think 6 is
True,
6
yeah.
is generally the
Mhm.
standard amount in this list.
Kinda
Some
got-
even run just 5.
Got a little unlucky drawing so many early, except for that auto defense, of course.
Mm.
This Ziliax can put in a bit of work here for Lefty, though. I don't know if he needs it to do more. I don't know if he's going to have time to let it do more, though. He's starting to run low on health.
Yeah,
Does have shield block in hand.
he does. And he knows that these 2 secrets could be Noble Sack Avenge, and if he does do Ziliax play, he does not attack.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, he knows it's 2 of Noble Sack Avenge, Hidden Wisdom, and
Yeah.
auto defense, probably. Because, like, you know it's never eye for
Yeah.
an eye.
There's really no
I don't know about that.
there's
I don't know about that one,
literally
Monty.
no attack, like no, if he gets the auto defense or if he gets the get down, like that's just
Yeah.
bad for you. Auto defense, you don't even get that heal that you really want
Mhm.
off of this, and get
Yeah.
down.
This is going back to earlier when he used the consecration on the. I can't remember what he used it on instead of just it making a dagger.
Yeah,
Because you would much rather have the consecration against the Ziliax here.
yeah, he does have the weapon, so it's not the end of the world,
Mhm.
but it's definitely not ideal.
Because what that would have been 10, 11 plus 4. Yeah, it wouldn't have quite been lethal, but it would have been very close.
This is interesting to me. That this is saying that he's just going for the backstab, maybe,
Backstab, yeah.
just to save the
I mean,
heal. I don't know if it's worth it at this point. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'd rather dagger up and play the Hidden Wisdom, I think, and have that weapon ready and the Zephrys for other lethals. Like,
yeah. Because what, you could have had. You would have had a lot of options next turn.
Yeah.
Lefty kind of has to play the brawl here.
Yeah.
And. I mean, to be fair, unless the 11-8 loses, he's in a decent spot.
Yeah.
Or unless the 11-8
It
wins, rather.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
So how much crap talk do you think is going back and forth right now?
Yeah, I wish we could listen in on that conversation.
I wonder, like, where they are. That they're like, are they just at like somebody's like dining room table, or?
I thought they lived close by, but I could be wrong.
All right.
So,
They're just doing this at a Starbucks,
I was gonna say.
just yelling at each other.
a random Starbucks.
I was gonna say they like went to a public library and they're like whispering shit talk.
All right. I think he's considering the Snip Snap brawl. And he's saying if the 11-8 wins, I lose anyway.
Yeah.
So at least the Snip Snap leaves me with the potential to win or have 1-1s at least to contest whatever's left.
But yeah, I like this better because I would consider Hero Power Shield time here. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know if
really do not want
that's-
to take any more damage.
Yeah. Just gonna go with a shield block.
Shield block results in the same amount of health with this thing alive.
Yeah.
And it keeps it up. So
That's a big draw.
yeah, and that's a big punish for not getting rid of it last turn.
Exactly.
And now you can't combo the shield block with the shield slam.
Nope. If he
Unless he
does have a-
draws
Does have the Town Crier, which could give him a way to clear this.
yeah, it should give him Restless Mummy. So
Yeah.
he'll have a way to clear this, but he's still facing down that weapon, and he doesn't know what else. Like a rag just being dropped at any point is over for him if he doesn't have a minion. So
Yeah.
you know, with this sort of trade here, if he does draw a rag, I believe it's lethal because this double trades. He's going to use the weapon to swing into the 1-2,
hmm
so he has to play something else here on top of that. So the question is, does he want to just play the Youthful Brewmaster? But you know, he can't do that either, right? So
The,
this is kind of like,
I mean, the issue with him playing something else though too is it would have popped the Hidden Wisdom.
yeah, no, absolutely, you are right. but at the same time, something like Rag, I guess he's saying, Rag is probably over anyway.
Yeah.
I can't put it on a 50-50 for that not to hit. I'd rather kind of,
because it's not like he has an answer to Rag in hand.
Yeah.
Swing Two-Face, and will he develop the... Alright, he's just going to dagger again rather than play the blade.
1 extra damage. I don't know if I agree with that.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you because I don't see this game lasting too much longer, that you really care about the value of the hero power versus the 1 extra damage. Rotten Apple Bomb comes down here for Lefty. That's a really good stall.
And it does mean he's probably going to have to use this weapon anyway, so he just floated that 2 mana last turn.
Yeah.
Or used it, and now he didn't use it last turn, and now he has to use it this turn. That changes things, actually.
Yeah, it does.
It might not. Yeah, it probably does.
I think it does.
The question is, though, he might want to just do it anyway, because he's going to float mana this turn regardless.
Mm-hmm.
He still has to make the trade either way, but yeah. So he's choosing, actually, I'm gonna do the trade, and then I'm gonna play this Karta and defend myself a little bit more. Or is he trying to make? Yeah, I think this makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it's definitely by far the most efficient use of his mana.
And it protects his 7/7 from any sort of executes or trades like that.
Yeah. Lefty doesn't have a lot in hand, however, he can draw with this Warpath.
He can actually also Super Collider, Hero Power, Shield Slam the 7/7, and swing in.
What?
It does draw cards, though.
No, well, that won't kill the 7/7.
No,
right?
If he Shield Slams the 7/7 with 4 damage, if he doesn't swing here, he Hero Powers and Shield Slams, it's taken 4, it's going to take...
Oh, alright, yeah. Well,
now he can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, he would have had to do the Hero Power Shield Slam first.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright, I got you now.
And then he still would have been able to trade this part as well, so
okay.
I don't like this play at all. He's not going to be... I guess he double trades here.
Yeah.
He gets that extra draw. Okay.
Yeah. What?
Oh, why trade that first?
He could have an extra card.
Yeah, you could add one more card.
Yeah. It's not like your hand wouldn't have been full because the Echo card would have gone away.
Yeah.
And he's going to give him the 2 extra cards, too, after the Hidden Wisdom.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that turn. Could not find a Rag, however.
Yeah, he does get more draw, so I sort of get that, but my sort of line only played 2 cards and was able to kind of clear it out and still have your 1/3 on there for a potential play later and get more cards that way.
And then plus he also made the play for extra draw, but didn't take the maximum amount of draw possible.
Right. He missed 1 draw. He was sort of in between. He missed the draw, but also missed the not activating the Hidden Wisdom.
Yeah. This one phase play, yep. I like this.
Yeah. And now...
That's a good top deck for Lefty, though.
That's a really good one. I was going to say he might have to N'Zoth early here just to get that Apple Bomb back to protect his head. Now he's got the sort of option, do I want to swing with this weapon to get rid of something? He'd have to Hero Power Shield Slam the 2/4 to do that. Actually, that doesn't clear.
It would kill the 2/4, right?
No, because you can either swing first and then... Oh, no, you swing first and then it takes 2.
And then Hero Power
and then
Shield
Hero Power Shield Slam, yeah.
Just going to go with an armor up. And
Sure.
Sensui is all of a sudden not in a great position here. Oh, Kangor's on this army. I'm trying to think of what... He's had
the Whelp and the 7/7.
Yeah.
What else has he had?
He's going to decide to...
He had a Glowtron, right? But I don't remember...
No, the Glowtron's on the Gatekeeper right now.
Oh, you're right.
I'm probably just going to see Lefty throw down on the N'Zoth here.
Yeah, Res is 3. I can't be too upset about that.
And all three heal. Yeah, and taunt. And like you can see Shunsui only has 2 cards in hand. You can be pretty confident that only resing 3 is probably enough in this spot. to be able to close it out.
Yeah, we'll see if this Kangors makes a difference, though.
Yeah.
Depending on what comes out of it. So taking the
Ooh.
swing now, he can do that same play, the hero
Yep.
powered field slam, but
Just gonna go for the N'Zoth. I like it.
yeah.
And then next turn he can even bounce the N'Zoth back with the youthful
hmm
to get even more value. I like that a lot.
I like that a lot as well, especially in this situation. It's going to take him a while to push through these, and you're just going to get more heal taunts
Mhm.
to follow up. Even if he has more stuff to do, you're just going to heal back to full.
Well
Yeah.
played.
So yeah, I think Lefty weathering the
gonna hold
storm
on.
here.
Yeah.
Wow, 7 mana auto defense matrix, huh?
Value.
You don't see that very often.
Just today.
It's interesting to me that he didn't just want to go in here with the Kangors. I guess he'd rather get the full value of 3. He could have traded the 2/2 in to get the full value, right?
Yeah. And the other issue too is now he's gonna have 4. He's gonna have the whelp, the 7/7 out of the whelp, and then these two,
Yeah.
which you'd rather guarantee 2 good ones than.
Yeah, you'd
If you
rather
could-
get this 2/2 and the 7/7. Like that's what you need here. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that play at all. Like you used 7 mana anyway. You could have summoned good things, and yeah. So now
Yeah, he had to use
also
money for
the
it.
the mummy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the mummy. So yeah, he
Yeah.
would have had 3 anyway.
So yeah, I don't agree with that at all. This like he would have had to brawl that board, or deal damage to everything and play Plague of Wrath, but
Yeah.
then he removes his board as well, and he can't do the bounce, and he can't do all this other stuff. So like, I don't know. I guess he could have still bounced it, but
If I'm lefty here, I'm definitely bouncing the N'Zoth.
absolutely. This isn't going to go into double fatigue. He's not running those cards.
No. Like
Yeah,
I think Shuntui is pretty safe to just concede after you see the bounce.
mhm.
I was just gonna. You can do the Youthful Brewmaster Sylvanas and then Shield Slams Sylvanas. That'd be another one.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah, I guess he's going here. He's going to value a little bit, and then bounce it.
Bounce it. Yeah.
Drink with me.
Yeah, this is over.
I think as soon as Shunsui sees that, I think that should probably be enough. But
Yeah, I
gotta
agree
play
with
it
you.
out. Interesting using that there.
The,
get-
what the rest was on
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I
Oh,
would
and
have rather
trade,
just-
double trade into the 7/6, I guess here. Well, here we go. I mean, I think this is probably over, but
No, yeah.
it's not even going to have to go to fatigue.
Spellbreaker. Not doing a whole lot here. As Lefty has found himself back up to 30 health.
Yep, back up to 30. What was the lowest he was at one point? I think
It
he
was
was at
like
like
3.
3.
I thought it was maybe it was 5.
Maybe it was
sorry.
5. I think it was 5.
Yeah. I want to say it was 5.
It was 5 because then I was saying the rag shot would kill him even if he hero
Yeah.
powered. So yeah, it was
Yeah.
5.
I'm just wondering if when Shunsui used his Zephyrus earlier to grab that backstab, I'm wondering if he would have held it.
If the
If
game
that
would have
could
been
have been
different.
yeah.
I think it could have been. I think there was a point where he had enough minions that like Bloodlust or something with
Yeah,
the
exactly.
would have been enough. He pushed an extra. He pushed an extra, or I guess it was. He pushed like 3 damage extra because it didn't heal, sort
Yeah.
of. I don't think he even was able to weapon because he decided Zephyrus instead. So it's not like he missed that 2 damage as well.
Yeah.
It was literally just for 3 health on the
Mhm.
opposing side. He used the Zephyrus there.
And then who knows? Maybe he might have not even needed a Bloodlust. It could have just been like a Fireball.
Fireball, I mean, there's tons of options. Fireball, Pyroblast, Savage Roar. There were definitely times
Yeah.
where he was low enough that any of those were lethal.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How sick do you feel now? That's sweet.
And if this looks like if the strategy I was talking about for Shunsui that I thought was really, really smart and could have worked out, could be the demise. Like if he
Yeah.
did bring an anti-control warrior lineup,
Then game over.
game over. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it might come down to that use of the Zephyrus there. I think a
Honestly,
little
yeah.
too early in a matchup where you were very far ahead and had all this potential. You wasted it on 3 damage essentially.
Yeah. And then it's even like a little less than 3 damage because you would have developed a 2-1 weapon too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Lefty with the big win there.
Yeah, big comeback there. He was looking out of it. So then what? Rag was like bottom 2 there? Or something?
Yeah, or maybe he
Probably.
cut Rag for
May-
more mech stuff. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
was gonna say that might be a cut. So what do you guys think the cues are here? As we get into game 2?
Well, maybe Shunsui just wants to win. I was gonna say he's just gonna do the shaman, get it out of the way.
Yeah, there it is. So, however, Lefty bringing Priest here, and if it is just a combo Priest, that is, I believe, even a little favored into the Quest Shaman.
Yeah. So this actually looks like it might
Yeah.
just be not even combo priest. We're talking like Nomi priest right here.
It might be, yeah.
I saw that Witchwood Piper,
Witchwood
Lazul
Piper.
scheme. Like there are things that you don't run in every single priest list. Most of them do not run those cards. So seeing a 0-cost spell that you don't see in other decks, seeing another draw engine card like Witchwood
Oh.
Piper.
Good draw for Shunsui there with the totem. Second cleric for Lefty here, though.
Is someone injured?
Looks like Lefty's just gonna start doing priest things. And he will go ahead and silence the totem too. Which I think is a smart call on his end.
Of course it's the right way.
I think it kicked me out here of the game. Oh,
No.
Did I disconnect? Am I back? Hello?
You've
Uh-huh.
been here the whole time, dude.
Yeah, you never disconnected. You
I
just
never you could hear me, but I guess I
No,
couldn't
no,
hear you.
no. I could not hear you.
You
But,
just
like,
started
you
an
never, like-
arena run too, just FYI.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm gonna have to jump back in here. Yeah, I think it just. Oh, it says I'm still spectating, but I can't see it.
Nice.
Interesting.
Um,
Hearthstone bugs. I love it. Okay,
Friday night Hearthstone bug.
you're gonna have to give me the play-by-play then, because I can't
yeah.
see it.
got you. So yeah,
Shaman. Go ahead.
interesting choice by Lefty to hold that second cleric there. Doesn't want to go full cleric. Probably wants to save it in case he needs it for a good Northshire turn in the future.
Oh, it sounds like a joke. You never want to go full clear.
There for a while.
Oh,
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm
Left
jumping back in.
Shunsui can have a full shaman turn here. There's the flesh shaper. Oh boy.
This is
Oh
gonna-
boy. You don't want to see this if you're Lefty.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the ways that you lose against Shaman.
Yeah.
this-
Is
Nope.
it does the thing.
Definitely some low rolls there. Definitely don't want to see the pit Clorcroc.
So you got Pit Crocless. Are you in now? My hand in?
I'm going in. But
Alright,
tell me.
yeah.
It's still waiting. I'm going in.
Yeah, Shunsui just had a big turn 4 6 minion evolve.
Oh, there
However,
you
his
go.
he had the flesh shaper unfortunately go into a pit rock, which is not what you want to see.
Yeah, but still something that's
No,
kind
yeah,
of difficult
definitely.
for this priest to deal with, especially when we don't see something like, a mass hysteria in the hand.
Yeah. Quest is at 4 out of 6 for Shunsui, so he can complete that pretty quickly here. Can't do it this turn though because he does not have the board space.
Yeah. I don't think he's upset about that at this
No,
point. This much.
I would not be. Just gonna go ahead and play the Slurper. Great more minion generation for Shunsui.
Yeah. Now he's considering, is it worth losing 3 damage to stop maybe a potential draw? And there's the mass hysteria draw.
Oh, will it be enough
Nice.
though?
That is always the question. I think it probably will be in this case.
Yeah.
It just depends on the actual trades and using that trade first to make sure he gets 2 draws out of this. I think very smart.
Eh.
So far, it looks like the 5-5 is
Oh, it will.
the big
And-
boy.
Man, watching all those attacks reminded me of watching the new Hearthstone game mode.
True, yeah. Get excited for Hearthstone Auto Chess that's coming out.
Yeah. We're gonna see Shunsui 1 damage off lethal here, however, with the weaponized wasp.
Mhm.
So, any point of damage, I guess that is.
Well, let's see if he's gonna have he didn't use he's gonna have 6 mana next turn.
Wait, no.
He can
No, yeah, this is lethal. This is lethal because
lethal, right?
because Holaki, which will complete the
He'll
quest.
be able to he'll lackey. He'll be able to.
Oh,
Hero power.
wait, no, yeah, it's
No.
still exact lethal.
No, he didn't regenerate.
Wait, or no, he's overloaded. 1 man off.
Oh, that's what I was asking. Oh yeah, the Sludge
Yeah, yeah,
Slurper actually.
Sludge Slurper, that's right.
Wow. So he's alive by just enough.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with hero power and make more lackeys.
Yeah, you'll get that 6 damage
Yeah,
next turn for sure. So
I don't know what the consideration from Shinsui here is. Maybe MCT considerations.
yeah, I'm not sure what he's
Yeah,
really worried about.
gonna get the Witchy lackey and the Goblin lackey.
So not more damage,
Ooh.
which might make a big difference actually.
Wonder what the perfect card is here.
Well, it's not active yet. This deck.
Oh, true. Yeah, you're right.
It's not
Good point.
singleton, so
Yeah.
you can't use it quite yet.
He can restore. What is that? 4 plus to 9. He can go up to 15 here.
I think he might have to do something with his cleric here to draw
What?
potentially.
Oh, I can't count. Never mind. I forgot how Holy Ripple works.
I think he.
I thought yeah.
I think he had to draw there with the cleric. Like you're healing those things, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
I agree with you.
So he's
Shinsui's-
seeing 6. This is lethal, right? He
Yeah.
He
That's
does
lethal.
trade, or attack, and then hero
Yeah.
power. Play one of the lackeys. Doesn't matter. He didn't even have to worry about playing the hero power before. He didn't need to worry about getting extra damage off a goblin lackey. He just has it anyway.
Yeah.
So there you go, and that's
Pew pew.
game 2,
1-1.
1-1. Shaman does the shaman thing,
Yeah.
and it wins games. That's the shaman
100%.
thing. So now we know this is Nomi, which actually, with the remaining options that Shinsui has, I think it's going to really struggle into the Paladin.
I agree. I mean, yeah.
Like,
Unless
if it's Holy Wrath, I don't
Holy
know.
Wrath.
We'll
Does he-
see.
I mean, if it's Holy Wrath, it comes down to whoever can draw faster, which I think might be just be the priest.
Yeah. I don't know, actually, because it's not putting... It has, at maximum, I think the Nomi deck has 4 threatening boards. You can have 3 Nomis and 2 7/8s, right? Or so that's 4 threatening boards, right?
Yeah.
And Paladin usually has 4 board clears in the deck. The Holy Wrath Paladin. It has
Double Equality, double Consecration, double Pyromancer, and double
yep, and
Um,
double
what's it called? A Shrink Ray.
Shrink Ray.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have double of the Shrink Ray in the equalities, but if it does, then it has 4
Mhm.
board clears.
Yeah. If it does, it can answer. However, if it doesn't, you might be able to sneak out that last big board you really need.
Yeah. Even if it has 3, sometimes the Zephyrus will, if you've also drawn enough, your Zephyrus will also get you kind of the board clear you need. So
Gonna see Priest versus Rogue here. This
Yeah.
could be a chance for Lefty to get the win in, depending on what the Rogue is.
yeah,
Looking like a tempo Rogue from Shunsui here.
yeah. If it's Tempo Rogue, I think it could hit him fast enough, but I think it's pretty close. Like sometimes he's able to get there. Depends on sort of the draw of Lefty. If
Yeah.
he's able to survive the onslaught and get his 7/8s down, and then the Nomis. There are 2 saps usually on the side of Shunsui though, so if he does not make a big enough board, maybe he probably in this matchup you actually just go for 3 taunts or even 4 taunts if you can, and you only need 1 Nomi board. Just to make a board big enough they can't sap everything. And then we see the Myers in Shunsui stand. So he actually might have Nomi as well, or he's
Yeah.
just
Just really looking for those cards.
yeah.
I don't think Night Scout Matriarch is exactly what he was looking for there, but
Yeah, not
It's a-
gonna
it-
be the threat you need in this matchup.
it's a thing, I guess.
Yeah, it comes down on turn 7 when you want to be probably done with the game already,
Yeah.
or very close to it.
Well, I mean, what if he can like discover like a Divine Spirit and Inner Fire? Then man, that would
Oh,
be
true.
insane.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Yeah.
got another Discover in his hand already.
Yeah,
And the Shadow Step, he can get both of those
Man,
right
yeah.
away.
oh man.
That's happening.
How much is this worth to you?
I think we're lining up a pretty reliable and likely game plan for Shinsui here.
Yeah, I think it's just pretty much the line.
Yeah. Hey.
There's no questioning that. You're just saying I don't want to take 3.
Hail, friend.
It's all good.
That's
I
fair.
don't want to do it.
Mhm.
Not this early.
Henchman Burglar.
Your fate is sealed.
Plot twist: he was Holy Wrath Paladin. the entire
Rebuke is
time.
really interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Like, if you're seeing it close to the end or they play Gadget Sand, you can just jam this. Although probably already draw a ton with the Gadget Sand, but if you can't clear it or something, you can
Mhm.
play that to follow up. Or even something with a Cleric. Maybe they drop a Cleric or a Pyro that they didn't, did some combo, but still have a lot potentially in hand. You play that, and you pretty much shut it out for a turn. But yeah, I do think we might see Grave Horrors being Seance this game.
I agree.
Rather than the Nomi. Maybe you saved the one Seance for the Nomi if you're drawing fast enough, but
I mean, I think if you're in Lefty's position, you're assuming if you get to know me, you've probably already won.
I'm actually kind of surprised by that play right there.
Yeah.
You're only getting one draw here, and you have the Pyro in hand with this Lazul scheme and the coin. I just feel like you could have waited a turn. This is healing you 1. Like, I guess it heals you 4, but
I wonder.
I don't know. Or he's giving him 2 draws. I don't agree with that. From
I do not
Shinsui.
like that. I agree with
Not
you. I do not like that at
Easy
all.
way to get rid of it. He wants to push more damage, but you really don't want to give him options. Like, he could have done anything else there to. He could have just played that SI7 and then the Eviscerate to kill it for 1 if he wanted to push
Yeah.
that more damage face and not take damage on the Henchclan Burglar.
I-
And it would have done the same amount of. Or it would have done a little bit less damage, but it would have. Stopped
Yeah.
it from drawing 1 more card, and that could be the difference in this matchup.
Yeah, I think Lefty caught a break there.
And now I think maybe we wait 1 more turn. Can he afford to do that? He really wants to get a bunch of draws off this Gadget Sand, but
Is someone injured?
maybe he can settle here for just Okay, so he's using some of it now. He's gonna just heal the Cleric, I guess, or yeah, either one. I think you've put enough damage off the board that you're only seeing 3 right now. I think you just wait. You have the Gadget Sand to combo.
I agree with you.
I don't think it's worth killing this to lose 1 draw,
Yeah.
because it wasn't doing damage to you that turn anyway, and you have so much removal, and you have another Lazul scheme in hand that's, by the time you play it, it's reducing some damage as well, and another Pyro, and you have
Not
these
to mention-
options.
You have double Grave Horror coming right
Yeah.
around the corner.
Yeah, so gaining an extra draw, losing an extra draw,
Yeah. All balances out in the end.
it all balances out.
Shinsui with a bit of an awkward hand here, and he doesn't really have any way to make it better. No draw. This double Shadow Step is kind of clunky.
Yeah, I mean, he can use it on the SI, maybe go face, and then
Think.
Shadow Step just to kill this Shire.
Whoa.
That is the furthest thing I would have predicted.
I agree with you.
That was definitely not the line I saw.
Yeah, I definitely like your play where you Shadow Step the SI, you're healing it a bit. You're saving your eviscerate to slam at his face later.
Forward to the face, yeah.
Yeah.
Like these grave horrors are going to come down at some point soon, and sometimes that over the top damage is the last thing you can do, and maybe that 4 will be significant. We'll see. But it definitely, maybe that 1 health on that is going to be significant. Maybe that 4 damage is significant. Definitely small things, but could make the difference. I think you keep drawing. When you get through your deck,
You
like,
win.
you win. Yeah. Reduce it. Silence it first. Reduce it. There's not
Silence it.
things in that deck that you're that worried about, right? Like,
No. Second silence, he can make it
Do it
shut up
again.
extra.
nope, he doesn't want to. Didn't get too punished though. He's able to regenerate.
Would it ever been worth it to play the Northshire and regenerate the SI?
Maybe actually. And now that the silence is just clunky, and you really wanted this to make sure it's okay.
No, no.
So this was definitely not
Oh
right.
no.
I guess you had to silence it before. There is a Nomi in
Yeah.
that hand, so actually, he might even get to play Nomi before. But they
No.
will die to the mass hysteria, so
Yeah.
not exactly the best plan of action. But that was a very strange choice by Lefty. He could have gotten that draw. He could have done what you said with the cleric, get in the extra draw, and instead he chose to do it in a weird order.
Hey,
that resulted in his Gadgersand dying too.
There's my boy, the Night Scale Matriarch,
There she is.
coming down to.
Beautiful. What are you gonna do about this?
Yeah.
Can't do anything. Except
Except-
maybe
Except not care because it's only 4 damage.
yeah. I mean, he can play 3 giants this turn, and I think that's exactly what he's going to do. You just seance this one.
Yep, Seance, and then you. Wait,
Or
no, you can only play 2
2.
this turn.
Yeah, you can only play 2,
Yeah.
but you have 2,
But,
and you
um,
have another one.
I don't think you really care.
Yeah.
Blink Fox is something, I guess.
Maybe it gives you a playable card.
I mean, if it will give you a heal, you're all of a sudden starting to consider bumping in the Matriarch and making whelps.
Yeah.
And priests definitely have heals. He's gonna rip the
Interesting.
Myra here.
He's only getting what? How many? He had 5 cards, I think.
5, yeah.
He's only getting 5 here. I think that can't be right.
I would have liked
Blink
to
Box
see.
and double Shadow Step or something until you find
Yeah.
something playable, right? Like,
Yeah, like I would have liked to see some plays too. I also don't like that rebuke there. I would
no,
have.
I want a Chef Nomian rebuke.
Yeah,
That-
you.
It's his whole turn.
Yeah.
He has to pass hysteria for his whole turn. Like
He,
when
no,
I know
he couldn't even. He couldn't even. If he would have
Yeah,
done
he
it
couldn't
next turn,
even.
he would have only been
exactly,
a 9 mana.
that would have been it. That would have
would've
been
been so
it
good.
right there. He could have
Oh,
Chef
man.
Nomian and rebuked the same
Yeah.
turn, stopped the mass hysteria from coming down. That was a huge misplay. He had a chance to win it actually.
He did.
Despite me disagreeing 100% with that Myra's, I actually thinking about it now with exactly his hand, the Nomi and the rebuke, it's worth it. But then he chose not to do that play.
Yeah. I 100% agree with you there. I think that would have.
That could have
would've-
sealed the game. That's the winning play. Like, he doesn't have any board clear at
Yeah.
9 mana with a 5 mana extra cost. Like,
Mhm.
there's nothing.
Like, I mean, yeah, he would have been able to put 2 Grave Horrors out, which you would have had to trade stuff into. But you have Leroy in hand. You have Waggle Pig. You have so much extra. You have Leroy with double Shadow Step.
And you could have Shadow Stepped the. I guess he's saving the Shadow Step for the Nomi to make 3
Oh,
board,
okay.
but he could have done that last turn anyway. He could have
Yeah.
Shadow. He could have done the Nomi rebuke, or this turn. I mean, he could have done Nomi rebuke and the Shadow Step.
Yeah. I mean,
And
he
then
might still be able to get there, though.
There's definitely a chance, but he's really low. He's going to take 8 here.
Yeah.
And then we're going to see this Mass Hysteria come out. Another 7/8 get in the way.
Mm-hmm.
If he had stopped one of these Mass Hysterias, even one with the rebuke, he wins
Yeah.
for sure. Now there's a chance he doesn't, and he
Oh,
keeps
6/6
6/6.
will live.
But like, you're not pushing enough here,
No.
and you're taking fatigue damage every turn.
Yeah,
You've
so
only
what
got
do
a couple turns now.
What he's gonna take? This is he's gonna be. Oh no! Yeah, Seance here. Yeah, lefty's threatening lethal.
Yeah, you just play both.
Shinsui's gonna have to look for something off of the Hench Clan to stay alive. And I'm trying to think of what would even save him.
Death. Not even. Right?
Not even. No, that. No, yeah, with the topsy turvy, no.
He's also fatiguing for 3 next turn, so
Yeah. Elementary action to GG.
yeah, it might be. Wow.
Yeah.
So that rebuke turn, I mean, he definitely had a strategy there, I think, with the Myra. Like he knew he wanted to just bounce Nomi a bunch, but that
Man,
rebuke the turn early just I think
I killed him.
costing the game.
Yeah. Because
And that was crazy
left-
find, and he held on to it like the whole game. I think rightfully so. Like it wasn't doing enough earlier, but that was the turn to do it. You wait one more turn, then you play your combo, and you bounce it back. Man,
It's gonna be a 2-1 lead for lefty now.
yeah. A little bit ago, by the way, Saku, Kungmar asked, is there a schedule for the matches that are going to be on the stream? So we don't have a schedule on the screen, but after this match, we have at 9 p.m. Eastern, approximately, Ron Mexico versus Snake. And then at 10 p.m. following that, Yellow Dart versus Brick. We did, at the top of the show, we did announce that. But yeah, just stay tuned. A couple of good matches. So one of them, the next one's a pro match, and the one following that is a legacy match.
Yeah. And also the pro match is a semifinal match.
Yes.
So
correct.
definitely want to tune into that.
So yeah, now that Nomi Priest is gonna still have to find a win here, and I think it's gonna be very hard in the Paladin. So we might just see the Paladin mirror to try to get a couple more points, maybe, before taking that leap and hoping you can get the Nomi Priest there into the Paladin. All right, let's see.
Yeah.
Shun trying to get himself collected, get himself so psyched up.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Maybe.
They're
maybe
in
grabbing
the
a
room
drink of
together.
water,
Maybe the fist fight has started.
Yeah, the black eyes have started to grow.
And just get a message. It's gonna be a minute. I'm wiping off or blood off of my keyboard.
I will fight with honor.
We will see the Paladin mirror. Looks like it will be a Holy Wrath. I'm brain dead right now. Looks like it will be a Holy
It
Wrath
does
Paladin for
look
lefty
like, yeah.
versus that Highlander we saw earlier for Shunsui.
Yeah, I wonder how this actually plays out. Holy Wrath doesn't have the best ways to deal with the really sticky boards on that side, but again, both these decks are like, if I cycle fast enough, I still have a shot. So it's
Yeah.
definitely not over for lefty, but it's going to be an uphill climb, especially
Mhm.
with this hand. Double Baleful in the hand.
I mean, question is, does lefty even need to deal with the sticky boards, or can he just shrink ray it and say, okay, whatever?
Yeah,
can take
no, I
three.
mean, definitely, that's probably the strategy here. Okay, so the hand's getting better. We do have the Crystology, the Prismatic Lens. Probably going to see actually the Coin Prismatic, I think, come down next turn, unless something else stands out to you. Maybe you want a Crystology before you Prismatic just to thin your deck even more, but you don't mind discounting a lot of your spells for those cheap minions.
No. I definitely kind of like just playing Crystology here and
Yeah.
maybe slam it down a novice here. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you like my invention.
Yeah, this does mean that your Prismatic Lenses are going to be a little bit harder to unleash in the upcoming turns, just because of hand space.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because he's going to be at 10, so he can coin Prismatic, but he needs to then guarantee a 1-cost thing that he wants to
Mhm.
play.
Meanwhile, he could have just coined Prismatic the last turn.
Yeah, and then the Crystology like combo's a little bit better with what you draw off of it, right? You're guaranteeing a 2-cost minion most of the time. At the very most, at the most expensive. Sometimes a 3 if you have like a Soup Vendor or something. I think it's 3, right?
Yeah.
Or is it 2 as well? I don't know. But things like that, most of them are like 2-cost minions. So you're able to guarantee that you're able to play it and remove stuff from your hand, whereas the Prismatic Lens does not let you do that while you play it. You could just dump both of these 2-drops, but again, that's still cycling again.
Yeah,
At least
and you're
one
going
of
to be
them
back
is.
up to 10 next turn.
Yeah. So now these
Definitely.
Prismatic Lenses are a little bit more unwieldy, whereas before the first one may have had a
Yeah.
chance.
Also, very unfortunate to draw the second Prismatic Lens when you still have the first one sitting there.
Yeah. He does have the Emperor Tharson next turn he can drop to potentially discount a lot of the stuff and make it a little bit more reasonable to play.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the line we're looking for. He's going to have a full hand. That's cool. I can coin this Emperor, and then my hand's all going to be discounted by 1. So I think that's probably the line we're going to see here.
I agree
Unless
with
he's
you.
under like a huge amount of pressure, but we don't see that right now in the hand. Like he's got the Ziliax. He's got, I guess, Snip Snap. These all feel kind of awkward. This Kartut, I guess, can come down. That's not bad. But protecting your face isn't really how you win this matchup. You want to put on pressure.
No. Yeah. With the Ziliax, not a whole lot of pressure. But then again, looking at his hand, again, not really too much pressure he could have put on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's maybe the best way to do it.
Oh,
but
man, that's probably the last draw Lefty wanted to say.
yeah, that is the only card in the deck that the discount really doesn't affect too much.
Yeah.
Interesting. So he's going to go for the clear. This does put him a little bit at risk of overdrawing it unless he decides to use the coin to hero power here, which I think you have to, because you really do not want to overdraw something important. And he doesn't have Holy Wraths yet.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say he's probably a little less worried about overdrawing with the Shivala coming down or getting drawn here. He's going to say...
Yeah, I just need 1 Holy Wrath. I don't need both most of the time, so...
And then plus, to be fair, also from the Highlander Paladin, they don't have too many ways besides, like, a weapon or two to really kill the Thalnos, yeah. But then, like, I don't think you're too upset if they're spending 4 mana to kill your Thalnos here instead of putting on more pressure.
Yeah, that's true.
I think you're fine with that.
Yeah, and most of the time you're not losing something that crucial.
Yeah.
You have the Shirvala, which is the one you definitely need, and you have at least 1 banker, so you have at least enough for 1 combo, even if you lose some of the other pieces. This is going to be a very powerful rag. Interesting.
He's going to burn the coin here. Interesting he didn't do it last time.
Yeah, now he doesn't want to overdraw because he does guarantee that sort of trade overdraw. So I can see that. Last turn, he knew it had to come out of the hand to be able to overdraw him, and there's not that much on the side of the Paladin that we saw. There's the weapons and Finley into something potentially, or the Consecrate, and that's about it from the hand. So much fewer sort of guarantees than here, where he definitely does. Wind Fury. Rush. Was that a misclick, do you think? Or he just wants to put on the pressure? Because it's a lot easier to kill than a 6/6.
Yeah.
The Wind Fury, it's a bigger threat, but now this Consecrate.
I'm thinking it might have just been a misclick.
Yeah.
Because you'd much rather have a 6/6 than a 6/1 Wind Fury. Unless he's kind of saying, okay, you're forced to deal with this somehow now. And really the only way is probably to burn a Consecrate or, burn Pyra with some spell.
Interesting. So he's leaving that up. Oh, he draws the thing, but it's
Elven Archer, but it's,
He does have the Shrink Ray, though, to make it so it's not scary. So worked out anyway, but that could have been bad. Unless he knew unless he knew that he only has Elven Archer left in the deck, which I don't think is true.
Yeah. Also, I'm kind of happy to be Shansui there too. I don't think you're too upset that he had to burn a Shrink Ray there.
Yeah. Yeah. Being a little risky there, but maybe he thought, I have these timeouts, even if I take this, 20 or what was it, 18 damage this turn or whatever, or 16 damage, I'll be okay. So he was okay with kind of burning a card in that case and taking that damage, potentially burning more cards. I don't know. I don't like that play at all.
Yeah.
Like, if it didn't work, if he didn't get something to at least reduce these, he could have drawn 3 cards off of this Acolyte. He would have already been at 10. He would have milled 3 cards just from that if he wanted to do that, if he had a way to do that. And then he's left with a 4th mill because he didn't, so he could have potentially backfired really bad and milled him multiple cards. Right. Well, this Never Surrender is going to be interesting
Yeah, definitely.
to sort of navigate. We might have to see a timeout come this turn.
This is gonna probably be an awkward finish to this one, because
Yeah.
Shinsu is gonna be able to put on a lot of, or like, Lefty doesn't have too many great answers to the board.
Yeah, I think he's
Here.
thinking about maybe the Elven Archer to just guarantee something.
Yeah.
Or, this Consecrate,
Consecration.
they live now. It is still like they're not that threatening, but it does mean they stick in a way that you maybe weren't expecting.
So Lefty pretty much just played a 4-mana get rid of your secret.
Yeah. And now he's giving him more stuff like Zephyr. Now Zephyr's Bloodlust. Like,
is that lethal?
I think that's lethal. That was probably the worst play you could have made. If he sees it,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, yeah, with the Wind Fury,
With the
that's
Wind
100%
Fury,
lethal.
Zephyr's Bloodlust is
Oh
lethal.
man,
Like, that was a huge misplay. That was the last thing you want to do.
No!
No! Oh no! He can still get it. I think Zephyrus now maybe he gets Savage Roar would have been enough. No. Wow, that's a
No.
missed lethal right there.
Oh no.
You guys don't know what you're talking about.
He was.
3, 4. It was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18.
Yeah, it was pretty dang close. Yeah.
I think that was lethal, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I don't know if my math was 100% right, but I think it was.
I would say it would be.
And this is still a lot of pressure, but this Pyre is going to be able to clean it up. It's just Pyro, heal your face, and Shrink Ray. And then you just have a 3-1 up. So what?
Yeah.
I guess it gets avenged though, but still, like you healed, and he's got one thing.
Well, no, he's gonna have 2 things because of the Divine Shield and the.
No,
Oh, Flashlight. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Oh, the avenge goes off first,
yeah,
actually,
goes
right?
off, yeah.
So yeah, like
Oh man.
Shrink Ray is gonna leave a 3-1 up, and you're at almost 20 health. I think Lefty stabilized after Shansui missed lethal, I believe.
Man, it started out with Lefty gifting Shansui lethal, and then Shansui said, "Nah, I'm gonna find it on my own terms."
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. It's not over, but
No, it can still just slam down Tyrion here.
yeah. There's still 7 cards in the other deck, so it's going to take a couple turns to cycle. He does have the Prismatic Lens. He does have the Shirval in hand to heal if he really needs it. Wow.
Trying to think of what Devils Lefty still has in deck before he can start. Definitely the Holy Wrath. Before the Zephyrus comes online.
Yeah, it's both Holy Wraths. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because probably.
We'll see here if he draws one.
No, he does not.
Wow. So it's still probably those Holy
4 in
Wraths.
deck.
There's two cards are Holy Wrath and 4 cards in deck. That is a little
2
bit
cards
unlucky.
are Holy Wrath, and then probably another Acolyte, and
Maybe Hammer Wrath, maybe a True Silver.
Yeah, it might be.
True Silver.
Would it ever be double true silver?
It's possible.
Yeah.
It certainly is possible so far from what I've seen. I've seen lists with 2 true silver. I've seen lists with just 1.
I
Definitely
mean,
double Holy Wrath is in there, but
like, question is, would you cut the second acolyte for a true silver?
some
Maybe
people
you're-
only run 1 acolyte in
Yeah,
general.
yeah, that's what I'm saying because, like, I mean, definitely a lot of card draw already that you'd be fine with.
Yeah.
So there's a chance he just has 2 sets of doubles. No, it's a subdue. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, 3 cards in deck, neither Holy Wrath to be found anywhere.
Yeah, so I think
That's
it's probably
unfortunate.
double Holy Wrath and probably true silver left, right?
All right, how much damage can he push here? 5. That's 8. If Zephyrus can give him Fireball, that's... Oh, this is a lot of damage here. If he weapons and Blessing of Kings, that's 12. You can put Lefty down to 6. However, that...
Yeah. Maybe you actually blessing your card tut and consecrate here just to
Maybe.
make a sticky board. You get the 5 weapon if he does trade into the Tyrion at some
Yeah.
point. You are running out of time though. There's only a couple cards left in the deck, so you want to put as much pressure as you can. Maybe going wide. You've seen both you've seen 1 consecrate. You've seen double shrink ray. So he might
Yeah.
not have as many board clears. You just make a big enough board that next turn the Zephyrus Bloodlust maybe gets you there, because I think you're losing. You're running out of time.
Yeah, and just... I unfortunately think no matter what he does here, it's not going to be enough. Shirvala has double timeout. And, like, he can even just play the Shirvala to heal here and then banker.
What was he going for here? Like, oh, interesting.
Okay.
Okay. Like, he's going to be able to heal off the Shirvala now. I was actually considering trading the Tut in, so he can never heal off of the first Shirvala.
Yeah, actually, that's a smart move. Still has the timeouts, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like that play.
Because now he's going to be able to heal off of it and probably just put another one in his deck, heal off of it, timeout, do everything, right? Like,
Yeah.
he can even launch one of these Holy Wraths because he has the other one in the deck, and he doesn't need to do like a ridiculous amount of damage, right? He's not going to be able to heal to 30 from 5 if you hit him that first time.
Yeah. But I mean, the question is, like, can he afford to launch a Holy Wrath? What happens if he misses with it? He might just barely not be able to get there, though.
Well, you have Zephyrus in hand.
Yeah,
though.
you have Zephyrus.
You have the full combo. You have the actually, because everything is discounted, it's 5, 6, 7, 8. So he can actually get from Zephyrus in 1 turn with the full combo, because he has the Baleful Bankers discounted. He can actually get more than the 3. I don't know if there's a 2 mana deal 4 damage or anything like that. Because Lightning Bolt is what you get on 1, so you can do 29 in 1 turn normally.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything for...
There's got to be a 2 mana something that deals 4. There's got to be something. I'm trying to think, but Lava Burst is 3, so it doesn't work exactly there.
Yeah.
Justice demands retribution.
Obviously, there's Frostbolt, but that's only 3.
Why? It's not over. Don't launch it. It's not over.
He can't launch it. I won't let him.
I don't know how it works. He's fully immune. It's just not. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
targetable.
yeah. Like he couldn't target if he wanted to.
Are you sure?
But,
I don't know. But you don't want to do that anyway. It's technically not over. Look at this. This is a threatening board. He does have another timeout, so he's gonna get through his deck. But he can't double Holy Wrath in 1 turn.
Yeah, actually, because does he have to go for the 50-50 here?
Yeah, he might.
Wait, no. Wait, no. Hold on. No, he has enough to do it in all in 1 turn, because he'll have Shirvala. Wait, no, I can't do math.
No, he can't because he didn't discount the Holy Wrath at all. Like when you can normally do it in 1 turn is if you have the Emperor in and you have all of your combo pieces, you can definitely do it because it goes down to 4. It goes down to 8 mana. So you actually only need I think you only need the Holy Wraths and 1 Baleful.
Yeah.
4, 8. No, it's not enough actually. No, you have to have all of them in your hand to be able to do the combo. And do 50 in 1 turn.
Yeah.
Because then they all go down 1.
And Lefty correctly identifying. I believe he has to take the 50-50 here.
Yeah, that first 50-50.
And like, if he misses this, he's not going to be able to get there.
No, I mean he's not going to heal.
Oh, he got it.
He did hit it though.
Yeah, he got it.
Worst case scenario, he does 5 there, so he can actually do the 29 combo, and he's not going to be able to heal up higher than that,
True.
right? So I think that was fine either way.
That's fair.
He was going to hit the second Holy Wrath or the Shirvala, and then
Yeah, you're right.
be able to still do the 29 damage combo. So even if he only did 5 there, it was enough. So that should be it, because he only has 2 heal off of the True Silver, so he wouldn't have been able to heal that 5.
Well played.
So that's it.
Done like dinner.
Don't know if it was played that cleanly. We did have a miss lethal on the side of Shun Tsung, but
Yeah.
Let me think.
I'm pretty sure. I'll have to go back to the VOD to see exactly what the amount
Yeah.
was.
Come on, Chauncey, we go out like a man.
Yeah. Take
Pyro
the 5
blast
extra.
yourself.
There he goes.
Hey, there it is.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
All right, should we try to get Lefty on for an interview?
Yeah, we definitely can. I'm actually looking at the stream right now because I think we're at that point where the following turn there is that lethal. So I do want to see. This is the turn that Lefty messed up and gave him a huge board. And then following that, I just want to count it when we get there. But yeah, get Lefty in here while I'm looking at this at the live feed right now from 10 minutes ago.
Beautiful.
All right.
Anyways, I'm going to look at the standings and see what that win does.
Yeah, I think Lefty winning gives his team some more points there to I think they're still fighting for that spot against the Noya team.
Yeah, they are.
But it definitely helps.
Hello? Lefty?
Lefty, hello. Lefty. All right, so I'm looking at the turn right now. He has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage on board.
And
plus
another 18.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. No, he also has the Wind Fury there, so it's another 3. Because it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. So yeah, he has 9 plus 21. That's 30.
That's 30. That was lethal.
That was lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, Lefty, congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah.
We were just looking back at the VOD of that last game that's live right now on stream.
Tell me he had lethal and he missed it.
He did.
He 100%. Did. That's exactly what happened.
Don't tell me I had lethal and I missed it.
No. It was him.
Not that game. He missed lethal. He had Zephyrus in hand. Right. You did set up the lethal for him though, so he missed the lethal you set up by doing some weird trades and getting rid of the snip snap. You gave him a board that was full like it was a 6 minion board with one of them having Wind Fury, and he had Zephyrus in hand. He could have played Zephyrus into the Bloodlust with the mana that he had, and it would have been 30 damage, and you were at 27.
What is he saying?
So he did miss it because of the Wind Fury.
Like sitting across from Shun Tsung.
Yeah, that's what we heard.
So he can hear us. Can he hear? Or you just want to tell him?
I don't know what my phone's doing right now. It's like I can only hear you through my speaker. So
can he call me too?
You can call him also if you want to.
Yeah, I'll bring him in.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Since you guys are there together, a little
So
rivalry.
Yes,
the eternal rivalry.
I was gonna say now we can tell him to his face that he missed lethal.
We thought you guys might be swinging. Whoever was winning was getting.
None of my rivalries
getting clowned.
Like that. You're correct.
Yeah, I mean, we've been friends for like almost 20 years. So
that's amazing. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. That's.
Yeah. There's a lot of history in this rivalry. A lot of history.
That's right.
What would you say your record is head to head so far? You won this one, Lefty, but.
Well, I will tell you on stream, I'm undefeated against Shun Tsung.
Okay.
That is facts. True that.
I should have known. If I knew that ahead of time, I would have definitely bet on you. Something with the stream jitters, right?
just give me another time or two. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna stick him.
Oh, all
yeah.
right.
Absolutely.
Oh man, this
He
is
got
getting.
game this time, so
My boy Sean.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard us earlier. We were talking about the game, the last game there. There was a miss lethal by you. I don't know if you heard.
God.
Yeah, so
man,
he actually we did talk about this, but I'll give you a recap here.
Okay.
He set you up for lethal because he gave you a minion or a board full of 6 minions when he traded into your Snip Snap, and you had the Wind Fury on the Siamat, even though it was a 1/1. So you had 9 damage on board, plus a Bloodlust would have given you another 21 damage. So you had 30 damage if you played Zephrys into Bloodlust that turn instead of the what you did play, which was the Spellbreaker, to give yourself 6 damage from the.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you had
Okay.
played the Zephrys, that was lethal. He was at 27, so 29 is higher, or 30 is higher than 27. So.
Okay. I've been in a situation like that before and shot for the Bloodlust and didn't hit. So I wasn't sure if it was like a guarantee.
Really?
thing.
I thought Zephrys, if lethal is there, it goes for lethal.
Yeah.
But maybe it doesn't calculate the Wind Fury, but that still would have been.
that would have been exactly 27.
No, that would have been
fancy.
26 because he also
Yeah.
misses the 1 damage from.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. That's a
It
good
would have been
point.
26, and maybe it would have missed it, but I have a feeling it probably would have seen
Yeah,
it.
sometimes when it's not like that, it'll throw you like the Earthbound Elemental or something simple
Yeah.
like that. I mean, I've been hit real hard with that before, so I was trying
I
to
never
like,
trusted either, son. So
Yeah. I always want to protect my neck before I, you know what I'm saying? But he's undefeated. Yeah, he's defeated. I'm defeated on stream against that guy for sure. He knocked off Dragon Warrior, and then he beat me last time. I've been swept twice. That's the first game I won tonight was the first game I ever got in those 3 series against him.
So you're improving. You're improving against.
that's right.
It's going up. Next time you'll get 2 wins, and after that you'll finally get that first match win. So just keep it up, man. Keep coming on stream.
One day,
playing
young
each other.
grasshopper.
It's a slow climb. Hey, I actually have to go do 8-bit. I don't want to keep him waiting. I appreciate y'all letting me have some.
Oh yeah, good luck. Good luck.
Good luck, yeah.
thanks for letting us
Love
stream
you,
there,
man.
Lefty and
Sure.
Sean. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a safe night.
Yeah, you too, guys.
Yeah, great match. Absolutely.
All right, John.
All right,
care.
congratulations again, man.
Yeah.
Gracias.
All right. So the
All right.
next match we have, I think they'll probably be ready any minute now.
Yeah, they're ready now. It's just a matter of.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Even better.
And we're just hopping from one match to the other.
One match to the other. This match, though, as I alluded to earlier, is a Pro Series match in the playoffs, and it is Snake versus Ron Mexico. Let me pull up the standings right now
It's,
just to see.
It's
Show
it's
them.
it's Snake representing FTL versus Raw Mexico representing the Unknown. The Unknown is currently up 4-3
Mhm.
with 2 games in the book.
Yeah, so definitely a big game here. Both teams still have a chance no matter which way this swings, but a win here would put their team ahead and get the ball rolling. So yeah, we do have the classes and the shields and bands in. So I don't know if we have the deck list up. Do we?
I do. Have them up right now.
Awesome. So the deck list, as you can see, for where are you? For Ron Mexico is the Druid Hunter Paladin Shaman. And his Druid, they never do them in order of what they're. Do it alphabetical order, guys. It's not that
Come on,
hard.
guys. Make it easy
it
on
is-
us, at least.
It is Malagos Druid. The Hunter is Highlander Hunter, the secret version, which is I think the primary version these days. And then we have for the Paladin, we have Highlander Paladin, different from the one we just saw. Less of the sort of mech synergy, but more of the standard.
standard.
I don't think we saw Ragnaros at all in his.
No, I don't think he had it in there.
Definitely.
Interesting Pharaoh's Blessing inclusion.
I have seen this list. So there's two popular lists going around. There's one with the Pharaoh's Blessing, and there's one with Sylvanas in that slot at
Yeah.
6 mana.
Yeah.
And then this list also runs a Noya module, which not all the lists run, and the Magic Carpet for that sort of early game pressure. And they do cut, I believe, the Hidden Wisdom. So one less secret, but a little bit more mech synergies, and then a little bit more of that sort of with the Spellbreaker and you know, anti sort of taunt tools and stuff like that to push that last damage.
Yeah.
And then we have the Quest Shaman, which for Ron, the Quest Shaman was shielded, so that's going to be still up, but the Paladin that we were just talking about was banned. So we won't see that Paladin, but we will see his Druid, Hunter, and Shaman we just talked about. And on Snake's side, we also have Druid.
Looks like a token Druid.
Yeah, his Druid is a token Druid, it appears. I haven't seen too much of that, so interesting. I wonder what its matchups look like. It's just kind of another token deck, so I would imagine it's similar to sort of Evolved Shaman-ish, although it doesn't have that broken turn 4 potential.
Paladin's looking like a pretty standard mech Paladin, not going with the Highlander spice.
Yep, and then we have standard combo Priest.
Yeah,
and Evolved
standard.
Shaman.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And both players did shield their Shaman, but we won't be seeing that combo Priest on the side of Snake. Awesome.
All right, so I will get these
Sweet.
guys rocking and rolling.
Let's go.
Yeah. I wonder, what do you think the bans are going to be? Oh no, we have the bans. Sorry.
Yeah,
What do you
double
think
shaman.
what do you think we're gonna queue first? Do you think it's gonna be double shaman?
Wait, hold on. What were the bans?
The bans were the priest for it was the combo priest was banned for
Combo
Snake.
Priest and the
And
Paladin.
the Highlander Paladin, yeah. So they both
Yeah.
shielded their shaman. So what do you think they queue up first? I think Snake might go for his shaman. I think it's pretty good into most of those decks that he left
I agree.
out. It's better than it's usually better into the Quest Shaman. It's better into Druid a lot of the time.
I'm wondering if we might even see Snake try to slide in the Druid queue here.
Just to the cheeky Druid queue.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking the token Druid might be able to, like, if you're facing might be able to, like, even outrace the Shaman a bit, because if they don't land that Evolve, you're, like, more consistently making a bigger board than they are.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, especially when you can, because, like, you have the buffs that they don't have. You have the, Soul of the Forest to make your board sticky. Like, they have 2 Evolves and that's it. And if they don't hit those, then you're probably going to just win that matchup. Especially when it's... Oh, no, never mind.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Looks like the game's starting, but I don't know if Snake's spectates on. It's not on my side.
Yeah, no, it's not on yet. Is someone messaging him? I don't want to bombard him with like 3 of us.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I just asked him, but he's gonna have to add you guys on. He just wants to do invites, so.
Okay.
All right, sweet.
Fair enough.
Yep.
There we go. I got my invite. We're going in. We're ready to rock.
Looks like we are going to see the Shaman from Ron. Paladin leave from Snake.
Yeah, so this matchup, I'm not sure. I think I want to say that unless the Paladin gets like really early pressure, the Shaman probably has an advantage.
Absolutely.
Reporting for duty.
All right, and we have. Yeah, I mean that's a pretty good start. You're already two down, and you have enough to sort of cycle your things. Maybe he's considering, playing this Cable Rat over the Sludge Slipper and then Blackie, because maybe he gets evolved next turn off the top, and he's able to do the Desert Hare Evolve turn.
Going for mutate.
Ooh.
Was a mistake.
Yeah, I would. He's saying that was a mistake, but not like Snake has too many good ways to
Yeah.
deal with it.
He does have this skater bot, but you don't feel that good about playing it.
No, you don't.
You don't want to res
Wait.
that later, so might even see him
Bronze
coin
Gatekeeper,
this.
but this Titanic Lackey.
Yeah.
Titanic
Yeah.
Lackey answered this very well.
Yeah, I was definitely considering the coin, the skater bot there. It does mean that you can't the next turn coin the glowstone, which I think is what he's aiming to do here.
Yeah.
So I understand not doing that, but yeah, this Titanic Lackey is going to punish that a little bit.
Job's done.
Yep, glowstone tech will be the play there. Mogu will get picked up from Ron, and it's definitely going to make Ron feel bad about playing that Witchy Lucky earlier. Oh, never mind, he'll pick up the mutate. Doesn't feel too bad anymore.
Mortals are so squishy.
We're going to see a standard trade-in mute. Oh, man. We're going to see Snake start to take a face beating here, and there's not... He can just throw up a few taunts in the way here, but Galvanizer, decent pickup, can go into the Inoya module, make it a bit beefier, but Raw Mexico has that Hex. And that's going to be all she wrote for game one.
Yeah. That Hex is so big.
Yeah.
Just able to put enough pressure on that 5-2.
Man.
I mean, that roll actually worked out pretty well for him with that Magma Ranger.
Absolutely.
Wow, and that's a quick game one. What a turn of events there. That is. I mean, getting the Hex, getting that Magma Ranger. This is Shaman these days, though. I feel like it, you know, it sometimes gets those rolls that just feel like it was meant to be.
Yeah. Pretty amazing that he was able to win that fast, too, without even getting a evolve. Just had a mutate and a Witchy Lackey. Those are the only two evolve effects he had.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, we knew the Shaman was going to probably get a win here at some point. We'll see. Maybe we go the other Shaman now.
Yeah.
I think probably your safest chance here. I wonder what he was trying to hit with that Mech Paladin. I don't really know its matchups into that. Maybe... I just feel like his other two decks are just better lined up into this matchup. I don't know what he was trying to hit with the Mech Paladin, honestly.
I don't know either.
I don't know if it's good into the Druid, maybe, I guess, is what he was trying to hit.
Might be, yeah.
But, like, I feel like his Druid is just not good into the other two decks, so, like, him queuing it first would be, like, I don't know.
Greetings, traveler. My greetings.
Feels like it loses to any of them, so that's like the deck I wouldn't queue at all and just play the Secret Highlander Hunter and the...
I definitely agree with you there.
Yeah.
Kind of a bit of an awkward start from Ron here. Nothing to do on 1 and 2. Unless he wants to play the Zephyrus, but that seems like a waste.
Yeah, especially when you have the your own Animal Companion hand, it just kind of adds stuff to the hand. Although board presence into this Druid, you know the list ahead of time, so knowing the list, maybe you do want that board presence with the Zephyrus.
Ron could start answering this with a Desert Sphere, but I feel like that's too slow. I feel like you're going to fall behind way too quickly if you do that.
Yeah, Desert Spear not a bad card into this matchup for sure, but not the best in this exact situation.
Yeah, I don't know about this. Though, seeing Snake's hand, he doesn't really have too many good ways to capitalize on this.
Yeah.
Oh. Yep, he's just going to go with the solo Snip Snap after picking up that Replicating Menace.
Yeah, it's going to be a big boy, and he's going to release a ton of little boys.
Oh.
So.
However, those little boys aren't going to be is much of an issue with that pickup. Oh man.
With the Unleash the Hounds, it's going to be pretty good. I mean, you also have the Zephyrus potential. You can get Zephyrus like Fan or Zephyrus Arcane Explosion. So he wasn't totally out of dealing with those. But you might have to use the Zephyrus to deal with this big mech, and then the Unleash the Hounds might have been the answer he was looking for there in that case.
Yeah. Snake has a really good opportunity just to play the Replicating Menace and smack him in the face for 5 here.
Yeah, and I think that's what we might see. Gonna go for the trade. Interesting choice.
Yeah, I'm not...
And now it can just be cleared up here
man.
by swinging face and then Unleash the Hounds, right? Like you swing face, use the 1/1 to trade into this 5/1.
Yeah, I don't know about that from Snake. I would have much rather gotten the 5 face.
He still would have been able to do the same thing, but he would have had to. You would have had 5 face damage in beforehand.
No, actually, I say that, but with that Ziliax draw here, he would have been able to magnetize the Ziliax onto the...
Yeah, I guess Earthshock does.
Earthshock, yeah.
You don't even have to use your Unleash.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
It doesn't let you play anything else, but it does let you weave a hero power in, so...
Yeah, and I think that's a lot better than... And you still get to keep the Unleash.
Yeah. Yeah, the only question is, do you value Zephyrus more in the future, right? Like, you had a way to clear that board specifically, and Zephyrus might be your only way to deal with one of these big boards later, where your Unleash the Hounds is able to clear with 1/1s very easily, but later on he's going to be making a lot of 2/2s, and those are a lot harder for your Hounds to deal with. He has these Forest Aids and stuff in the deck, so I might want to hold on to the Zephyrus a little bit longer than he did there. It did seem very clean there, getting that Earthshock for sure, but all it does is let you push another 2 damage, and it doesn't really leave you the Zephyrus to deal with things later. So
yeah,
we'll see if that's going to come back to haunt him.
Snake just kind of has a awkward hand in Analyst.
Yeah,
can do that, and then what? Power the Wild to make a Panther.
Yeah, make a Panther 3/2. It lives, I guess, as board, but it doesn't feel like enough pressure. Yeah. We'll see here, though. He does have the Antonite or the Vargoth with the Power of the Wild next turn, so maybe that's what he's also saving. Although maybe he's holding on to it till turn 7. And get the double landscaping into a Forest Aid, into another Forest Aid kind of thing, and sort of snowball from there. He's got essentially 3 big boards that the Hunter will have to deal with if he waits 1 more turn to play this Vargoth. But then he's kind of floating mana next turn. So we'll see what he draws. He might opt for the Vargoth Power of the Wild.
Looks like he's just going to go with a double Stim Snap.
Yeah.
Which I like, because then next turn you have the option of putting a Ziliax onto that, and that can lock Snake out for a while.
Yeah, the Druid does not have a way to deal with one big thing very, very easily. So,
no.
Yeah, it does look like it's going to be that Power of the Wild turn. It does mean that he doesn't get that big swing with the landscaping next turn. Let's see which half it gives him. Okay, that's probably the
worst half, probably.
Yeah, the worst half into this Ziliax
that
we see.
And again, I think for Ron, this is... Like, if it wasn't a clear play before to magnetize the Ziliax, it is 100% now.
Yeah, you get to get rid of that Vargoth. You know there's a lot of other spells. Like, if this Vargoth lives, we have Landscaping into Soul of Forest, and then you're in trouble. We don't. He doesn't see that. He doesn't know that's in the hand, but you know Vargoth can be very, very dangerous. So
yeah. And especially in a deck like Token Druid, where most of their deck is just spells that do good things for them.
Yeah. So yeah, seeing that, I think he's in a very, very dominant position now, and this top deck does not help the situation.
No. Yeah, he's just gonna play a Soul of the Forest here just to use one, because his hand is kind of awkward right now.
Yeah. Opting not to trade. I guess he has the 8 damage next turn to clear it anyway.
Right.
So giving him...
If I'm Ron here, I like just slamming a Sayamot and giving it Divine Shield and Flame Fury, yeah. It looks like he's going to listen to me. And then That's 7's going phase, and yep,
Yeah.
you're just looking to finish this.
To beat him up. Yeah, you've almost got him. I think next turn he's got with the, depending on what the board looks like, he's got Unleash, Kill Command, plus Hero Power with
Hero
the
power, that's-
the Siamat Living. Like I think that's going to be it. Even
Yeah,
if he
that's-
does clear up this Snip Snap, which he will, but it does leave up 1/1s as well, so it's not like it's totally gone. I think that's lethal. I think that's it. I think that's our Pro Series match for the night.
Looks like Romex is going to take a 2-0 win here.
Yeah.
And that's going to that's going to put the Unknown to a huge 7-3 lead.
Yep. And he does still have room to. I mean, he doesn't even need it. He's got 16 hero power. I mean, kill command. He's got more than enough here.
Yeah.
Could go for that. Animal companion, even, you know, maybe you get 4 damage, or maybe you get even more damage. He's got so many ways.
Oh man.
He's way over.
I
He's
was
got
just-
so much. How much extra can I deal to you?
Oh man.
How
Should
about,
have
how
hit.
about
shoulda-
9 extra damage? Oh
Yeah.
no, like way more. Jeez. Well, that is our Pro Series match. Like you said, it did give that nice lead to the Unknown. Now going to be at what is it? +3, so 7-3.
Yeah.
And one more win now for the Unknown secures the week, I believe. And
Yeah.
so
I'm
FTL
gonna-
has to get the rest of the next 2 matches, or they are out.
I'm gonna work on bringing Ron in for an interview.
Yeah, the Unknown. Wow, having a crazy season. Like, able to kind of be, you know, sort of an unknown team, as their name suggests. People that
Yeah.
aren't quite, you know, haven't been playing as much in that series, especially like people like Brushy Tune is playing in the 4 in like
Oh,
Legacy
wow.
and stuff like that. So
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yeah,
Man,
yeah, we can.
yeah,
we
Ron,
can hear
well
winning
done.
from way over
Congratulations.
here, dude. We can hear the winning from way over here.
Those games worked out pretty nicely.
Oh, man.
I
feel
would
bad,
say-
feel bad for Snake. Snake
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
home.
that.
I mean, I got Zephyrus and the Mulligan in game 2. That was just huge. And then how about those ethereal lackeys? Oh my
Oh
god.
man.
Yeah. Wow.
That you know, honestly, I think that's the first time I've ever seen a Magma Rager actually be useful.
Yeah, that did some work with that extra 2 health.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just had to emote the oops when I got the Magma Rager. I was like, oh man, I really low rolled here. But then I was like, hold on though, I do have a
Yeah.
taunt lackey.
Well, like funny part was he did have the Skater Bot in hand at that point, so he could have removed it if he wanted to.
I thought he was gonna remove it since it was a 1/1. I was like, well, here comes Skaterbot, and that's gonna kill this. And then it didn't come out. I was like, I guess he doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think he was worried about like late game. Maybe he was saying, you know, if I use this now, my Kangors has this really low roll,
Yeah.
and I
Right.
also want to be able to coin out the technician, the glowstone technician, the next turn, and he would have had to use coin that turn with the way he
Yeah.
did the play to use the
And he
skater
was
bots.
And probably like in his mind too, he was thinking, all right, it's a 5-1. My 1/5 will just trade with it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But then, yeah, just had the perfect lackey.
Got a lot of perfect lackeys there. I mean,
Yeah.
ethereal lackey right away into Hex immediately. I was like, oh, hey, all right, RNG's favoring me today.
Yeah. Yeah, can't be upset about that into mech paladin.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shaman did Shaman things. You didn't even have to do the very broken thing. You were still able to do some of the smaller other broken things that Shaman can do these days, and you got that win. And then with the next match, just finding it there with that nice groove, able to kind of you know, put enough pressure and then make one big thing that Druid can't deal with.
Yeah, I just had to double check his list a couple times. I was like tabbing over to his list, like he's got no way to deal with this, right? I kept double checking. I was like, yeah, this is safe. Okay.
Yeah, I think there was one play there that I disagreed with earlier on with the Zephyrus to get the Earthshock. I was thinking maybe you use the Unleash that turn to clear, because you could have attacked face with your weapon, hit the the Snip Snap minion that would have summoned all the 1/1s, and you could have killed them with the Unleash. And the only reason I say that is because Unleash loses value later. There's a lot of 2/2 health minions, so I thought like the Zephyrus probably gets more value later as far as dealing with a board that's harder for you to deal with than a 1 health board.
I know what you were thinking. The reason I did it that way is actually because I felt like this 5/1 spawning things, the only thing I can really do to deal with it is Unleash, and then I'm just clearing board, and I'm not really, you know, I'm kind of ceding initiative to him. So playing Zephyrus and clearing that off, I was also holding back on Unleash is probably going to be what I'll use for lethal. Like I'll just go Unleash, kill command, kill him.
Yeah.
And then I didn't even have to use it all game, but it was there just in case, like if he goes wide, I'm going to damage him enough to just Unleash and then finish him off.
Yeah, I mean, that's totally a reasonable line. I guess I was just feeling like the Zephyrus value could have been better, but I mean, that's not bad value, getting the Earthshock there to clear a 5/1 and stop it from summoning a bunch of things, and having a 3/2 on board, probably not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out pretty well, but I've run into that problem occasionally with Zephyrus where it's like, I want to hold him for better value later, but then I wind up losing the game because I didn't use him at that crucial moment where it was like, this is going to kind of really screw him over.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we had some other matches earlier where, in my opinion, was used way too early. So you got to find that balance, you know. I think there was one that we saw that like just removed 3 health or something rather than just able to potentially push lethal with something like a Bloodlust later when he had a wide board, something like that. I don't remember exactly the scenario from the previous match, but yeah, Zephyrus is a really cool card and has sort of those interactions where you have to find that sweet spot of when to use it in each matchup.
I can't remember, but didn't I already have Snip Snap and Ziliax in hand when I played the Zephyrus?
I'm not sure.
I think I'm pretty sure you had the Snip. I can't remember about the Ziliax.
Because
you had just drawn
3/3, the mech guide. He drew me Ziliax.
You traded into it. Yep.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, so I was holding those two. So I had my game plan for turn 6 and 7 already lined up with a big Snip Snap into Ziliax, and I was like, if I just clear off his board and then I've got my weapon up still, like I can blow him out of the game.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'd say that worked out pretty well for you.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised I didn't see him ever play Shaman, but I guess he was just thinking, if I'm going to win, you know, I have to win with one of these other decks, and then I'll win with Shaman.
Which is turned out to be probably should have been a Shaman mirror, but oh well.
Yeah,
I was happy to not see Shaman. It's like I banned Shaman and Priest, the two things I was most worried about.
Yeah, I don't blame you for being happy about that.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where there is strategy in not playing your shielded class like first, but sometimes not playing it at all is like, why did you shield it just as a threat that maybe you don't want him to play one specific deck? But when you're bringing a deck like, you know, Evolve Shaman that has pretty good matchups across the board, hard to argue not playing it at any point during the match.
Maybe there were just too many mind games going on.
Yeah, very possible. Very, very possible. Well, anyway, congratulations. That puts your team ahead here. You guys were ahead by 1 point, but gives you a nice lead here. I think only one more person on your team has to win to seal the deal.
Yeah.
But with 2 matches being played, FTL's not out. They still have a chance here with 2 wins, and they have 2 good players. So do you guys that are lining up. So it could go either way still.
Hey, I believe in my team. The unknown. We've been doing it all year. Just gotta keep it going.
Yep.
And it's also really nice for you guys because the worst player on your team already picked up a win this week.
Yeah.
You talking about Brushy Tuna?
Yeah, I'm talking about Brushy Tuna.
That was fishy, dude. That was too fishy.
Yeah. He's only got 1 loss, you know, no big deal.
No,
yeah. Wasn't it to Fuel, I believe? So he got the redemption here.
Yeah, that's right. He avenged his loss.
Yeah.
I was kind of disappointed, you know. I was like the 1 seed on my team. I was all hyped about it. And then I played this dude I'd never heard of named Kungmar, and he was like, yeah, he's just rank 1 legend right now. No big deal. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's-
oh, okay, cool. And then he 2-0'd me, and I'm like, oh, great.
yeah, yeah. I was
Ever
gonna say
since
that.
I've been trying to catch up, but I keep getting overshadowed by Tuna.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, what can you do, man? He's just a fishy guy, that Tuna.
oh
It's a good
man.
problem to have. I love having this guy on my team.
Yeah, what is it? He was like, what's his score in Legacy? I feel like it's not quite as good.
Oh, it's a little dicey.
But he's showing off here. He's keeping all of his energy right for pro, and one more week, I guess, and he'll have an incredible season. Even if he loses that week, as long as you guys win the whole thing, if you guys make it,
That's
Yeah.
true.
it's definitely a shot. You guys are in a good position here to do that. So
Yeah, well, once again, congratulations on the win and congratulations on looking like a pretty likely finals for you guys.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me on stream, guys. I appreciate everything
Yes.
you do.
No
Yeah.
problem, Ron.
good luck to you and your team, man.
All right, take it easy, guys.
See ya.
Take care.
You too, Ron. Take care.
I,
Alright.
I would also like to clarify when I'm saying congratulations. That's of course to everybody except for Brushy.
Of course, yes. I mean, that's just a given on this show. We can't congratulate Brushy. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, what? He's not even a PA boy anymore.
Yeah, where is he
Okay.
now? He's moving to like Tennessee or something. Where is he
It's
going?
Georgia. I think
Georgia.
he-
Georgia. Same thing. I don't know.
It's south.
The Tennessee of the South.
Yeah.
Don't read too deeply into that.
So I'm just talking to Yellow Dart there. I guess he doesn't want any trade secrets to come out my end. So for you to share with the viewers.
Oh yeah, he doesn't. He wants to skip that then.
Yeah. So don't tell any trade secrets, or he's gonna trade you.
Oh,
So-
wow.
Oh boy.
Well, it's almost the end of the season. Maybe I'm ready for a trade.
Oh.
Oh boy.
No, I'm just kidding.
So
We're going to the playoffs. We're going to take it all.
yeah, Brick is just getting online right now, and Yellow Dart's ready to go. He had a bio break and ready to go too. So I'll just get those guys to challenge up. See if we can get some bands going.
All right, excellent. I'm going to do a quick chart while I look at this. So we got, for Yell Dart, we have Hunter, Paladin, Rogue, Shaman. So, you got the Shaman. You got the good stuff in there. And on the other side, Brick has Hunter, Rogue, Shaman, Warrior. So also has the Shaman. So there's some good stuff on both sides. Only difference here is the Paladin versus the Warrior, actually. So we'll see who kind of got that right in this case.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, am I gonna have to be the one cheering for the round table here? Is you're gonna be biased towards that legend?
No, you are. Both of these teams have sealed their playoff race.
True.
So, this is still important maybe for seeding, but
Yeah. Yeah, and I was gonna say the Stubbs 12-point week right now. They're right on
the round
the
table.
tails.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're right on the round table. So
Yeah, I don't think we have to worry too much about Dirty Mike and the boys, but this could potentially be a difference for us of maybe 1 through 3, depending on how the
Yeah.
week goes. But yeah, so we do have, like I said, Hunter Paladin Rogue Shaman versus the Hunter Rogue Shaman Warrior. So what do you think we're gonna see for bands then?
I get the bands for Brick right now, but don't know what the Yellow Dart's band.
I was gonna say it feels like a pretty easy answer just to say double shaman.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's a. I think that's a pretty common one. I think it's probably the right one in most scenarios. The Rogue Shaman Warrior. So yeah, I'm looking here. What are the likely culprits here for what we're gonna see? Do you think we're gonna see mostly aggro? Are we gonna see some maybe control warrior on the side of or like N'Zoth warrior on the side of Brick, or what kind of strategy you think both of these players are going to take. I think aggro is probably going to be in some regard. We'll probably see tempo rogues, I think, on both sides.
Yeah.
And then probably the evolved shaman as well. And then maybe Secret Highlander Paladin, or I mean, it could be Holy Wrath as well. I think their matchups are somewhat comparable. Maybe the Highlander Paladin's a little bit better into the Hunter. So maybe we'll see that, and then Secret Highlander Hunter, I think.
Yeah, I think biggest question is what's this warrior going to be? Whether it's going to be like the tempo aggro warrior versus the N'Zoth or control warrior.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you there. I do think I lean towards maybe the N'Zoth coming out, but I think that's just been the popular one. Aggro warrior wouldn't be too crazy either, but I think N'Zoth has been sort of the popular move recently. And yeah, I mean, the warrior, depending on how these matchups go, it can beat that rogue, and depending on the shaman bring, who knows? Maybe Yeldark brings actually Quest Shaman over Evolved Shaman to kind of bully that warrior. Maybe even bring N'Zoth rogue, but then he does kind of potentially lose if he does bring aggro warriors. So could go for the warrior target, or he could kind of go safe and just bring sort of aggro and try to play it out.
Yeah.
Okay, I got bans. So we got Yellow Dart banning Rogue and Bricks banning Shaman.
Rogue ban was definitely not one that would have been on my radar. I
Yeah.
would have, honestly, I think I would have guessed anything except Rogue.
Yeah, so you say again, it was Rogue for Yellow Dart's Rogue was banned, is what you're saying? So Brick banned Rogue,
Bricks,
said, right?
Bricks, yeah. Brick banned Yellow Dart's Shaman. And
Shaman and Yellow Dart.
Okay.
Yellow Dart banned Rogue for Brick.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I would have. I think Rogue's about the last deck I would have expected to see banned from Brick. Maybe Yellow Dart or something that I don't.
Yeah, I think Yellow Dart banned the Rogue, right?
Well, yeah, but it's Brick's Rogue that's banned.
Yeah, Brick's Rogue is banned. Yeah, that is surprising to me as well. We'll see. Maybe it is sort of that warrior target strategy, and he was feeling that those decks are a little bit too slow into the Rogue potentially.
Yeah.
But it's the same problem with Shaman, so I don't know.
I don't know. I still think that it's so hard to run a target warrior strat these days.
Yeah, because they
considering
could just go aggro, and then you're sad.
Then your entire plan's just ruined.
Yep. So Yellow Dart's gonna be the first one to watch.
All right.
All right. Who knows? Maybe they're both like, yeah, we both clinched. Let's just go full meme.
It's also possible.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. All right, just waiting on them to jump in here. Oh, it looks like we are in. So let's see. I mean, I could see Brick just doing the Shaman first because it's the Shaman deck and it's probably going to get a win.
Hunter versus Paladin.
All right. Not the matchup I thought we'd see to start, but I think a favorable one on the side of... I think it usually leans a little bit towards the Paladin in this matchup. Not the hand that really helps you get there, but we'll see if he decides to keep any of this. Chooses to keep the Mysterious Blade. He has a feeling he's going to draw a secret when he needs it. Sir Finley's a really good draw, though.
Job's done.
Absolutely. I guess so. It looks like, decent, very good start for Yellow Dart playing this Sir Finley. Brick, kind of. Oh.
Ballista Shot would be the first one to take, or the weapon.
I don't know. I think these all have their merits. Probably a little less Fire Blast, just because Poison Dagger does what Fire Blast does, but better.
Mm.
And I mean, yeah, he's gonna go with a more aggressive line here. Brick, really nice to find that rat trap as he has that Hyena Alpha coming up, and rat trap's that nice sticky secret you want to see that will survive for that turn.
All the tests, pretty much.
Oh, he's gonna grab that Summer Spy, which is nice. Definitely has options here. Looks like he's just gonna go for the Eagle Horn Bow, try to take damage off the board. Could definitely Brick could run out of life very quickly here if he's not careful, though. With that Ballista shot.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see Yellow Dart.
I was gonna say, I was just thinking, what is he thinking about, like not bringing out the weapon at this time, but brought it out anyway. So
yeah, I was gonna say I don't know. Oh man, he's gonna find the Zephyrus. I don't think Yellow Dart's gonna lack for damage here, especially next turn. He can just Mysterious Blade plus Ballista shot, which will be 6 upstairs. Brick, awkward, probably just slamming the Alpha.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, so what did I miss? Oh, we took the aggro hero power. Love that.
And he's able to connect a lot of damage here.
Yeah, and again, Zephyrus might be able to present sort of a lethal at some point.
Yeah. If I'm Yellow Dart, I'm not looking anywhere but phase here.
Yeah.
With so much pressure on, and I doubt a Brick is going to be able to catch up by the time it's over.
I think he's considering this beaming sidekick, and I think you might as well present that as well. You're not setting up the rat trap, and I think that just goes face as well. Yep. I think this is Yellow Dart's favorite place, is the face.
Absolutely.
This game. So that is a lot of damage on the other side, but
I think Leox is just about the last option you were looking for there. Either or you get Huffer, which allows you to maybe...
Yeah, or a taunt.
Yeah.
I can't remember what Yellow Dart's secret was. Automatrix. Okay.
Yeah, so it's actually going to protect his minions here pretty well. If he does want to do some trades. And it looks like he does, which actually, I don't know if I agree with that. I feel like Brick might want to be trying to go face too. I don't know, win that race, but it might be his best shot.
Yeah.
Is he going to really double trade into this?
Oh, man. And he's going to take 3 additional.
Yeah, he's taking 3 additional and wasting the charge when he just played a secret that is probably going to get triggered here. Yeah, this is looking pretty bad. I mean... Is this lethal? If he gets the 3 face, what can Zephyrus give him with hero power? I don't think it is, right? Because Fireball is just 7 damage, or it's 9 damage, so he's 2 off.
Yeah.
With Fireball. But
if
he hero powers, Frostball.
Frostball would have also been 2 off. Yeah.
Interesting. Choosing not to just. And now, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
like
see why. This is fine too, but
I mean, like I like this. You're setting up for just the Fireball next turn.
Yeah.
And you know he's a hunter. He doesn't have too many ways to clear, or to heal rather.
Yeah, but is this any better than just playing the Mysterious Challenger and doing it? Oh no, you can't hero power that way. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. This is definitely the play. Wow. Oh my god.
I don't know about that one.
That is that is not a winning play ever.
No.
We see that he has the lethal anyway, but that is definitely not how you want to play this match.
No.
It's probably not going to make a difference, or it definitely won't make a difference, but definitely wish you had the pressure that you don't have to do that. And we're going to see exactly that. Yep, we're going to find the lethal. Zephyrus is usually smart enough.
No. Fireball. Or Lava Burst would have done it.
Yeah, Fireball, Lava Burst.
And it looked like you grabbed an Eagle Horn Bow, which...
I don't know if that was automatic. Also did it, but I don't know if that was him or because he conceded right away that it just picks for him.
True. Yeah, that's fair.
But the Paladin getting a win here first. We'll see. Maybe this Hunter... We have the Hunter Mirror still potentially coming up, but it is possible this Hunter might struggle. If it's Tempo Rogue can out damage it as well early game if it does not get the right draws. So I actually would like to see, I think, Yellow Dart pull out his Hunter this game. try to get another win here. The worst matchup for him would be the Shaman, but that Shaman probably gets a win against your Rogue as well.
Yeah, probably.
There's always the chance the Rogue just goes face, but
Watch your back.
Let the hunt begin.
So we're gonna see Yellow Dart switching to the Hunter with Brick switching to the Rogue.
interesting. So yeah, wait,
Oh,
the Rogue
Oh,
was
Rogue's-
banned out. Brick's
Yeah.
Rogue's banned, correct? So this is a miscue and I think a win for the Hunter, if I'm not mistaken.
or was it? Or yeah, Brick's Rogue was banned. So that's gonna be a 2-0 for Yellow Dart, right?
Unless they play. If Yellow Dart plays, then they have to play it out, don't they?
I don't think so because it's a miscue.
No. Players get
Unless we had the bans
The
wrong
bans
and it's
wrong.
the other way around.
Oh.
Oh no, so I think they are discussing it now, and then
Yeah.
I believe.
It's gonna be 2-0 Yellow Dart then.
Yeah. All right. So I think it's 2-0 now, getting that win with the Hunter in a matchup that potentially would have been. I mean, I guess he never had to play the Rogue, so probably a
Yeah.
matchup that he was hoping to avoid anyway. Although it is, I think, 50-50 with the Tempo Rogue.
Yeah, I would assume so. Might even be a little bit favored for the Tempo Rogue as they can reliably get to a better start.
Yeah, that's true. So now it's just he needs to find a win into 3 decks with the Rogue. I think this is probably the best case scenario for Yellow Dart actually, because I think the Rogue might be the hardest one for him into a Warrior, Shaman, and Hunter lineup. So getting the 3 chances is going to be pretty helpful here. I don't know exactly what Rogue he brought, but. Yellow Dart is asking me if it's a game win, because I think it is, right? Because they get information of what you wanted to queue.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well,
I can.
But
he's the captain, isn't he?
Yeah. Let me pull up the rules right now.
Yeah, I think it's. I wasn't sure if the players, if it's up to. I'm not even going to quote it. We'll let you read the rules first and go.
Okay.
Here, I got it right here. If the queuing mistake was caught in the mulligan stage and the game is stopped with a concession, the opponent of the player who queued incorrectly chooses any valid deck for their opponent to play that game. If the game is stopped after the mulligan, the player who queued in a valid deck receives a game loss, and the opposing player receives a game win with the deck they queued.
Okay.
So it was after the mulligan stage, so that will be a win. And it will be the Hunter receiving a win.
Yeah. I believe you're right. Where is this in the rules, by the way?
It's under the in-match process and issue FAQ. It's not in the actual rulebook itself.
Okay.
Yeah, Brick just messaged to say it's my mistake. I should be punished for it. So it's Brick understands, so it's fine.
Good man.
All right.
So Yellow Dart's going to bring out his Rogue, which is the final one he needs. Brick, it does look like he decided to go with that Aggro Warrior. Ooh, that's an awkward hand for Yellow Dart.
Yeah.
That's a very awkward hand
really
for Yellow
awkward
Dart.
hand. And it does, yeah, like you said, it is the Aggro Warrior, so good thing he didn't bring the N'Zoth in this case. He would have been punished very hard here. This is the matchup you want, though. If he does bring Aggro Warrior, you definitely are not too upset with the Tempo Rogue. These backstabs can do a lot of work into a lot of those minions, so there's still a good shot here, but not a good start, like we said.
I awaken.
and definitely not the.
Yeah. Yellow Dart might just have to backstab and take the 3. So he's just gonna
Yeah,
come
but
for the yellow.
Yeah,
but-
I don't mind this too much. Like,
Yeah.
we do see the Inner Rage and the Rampage on this side, which is going to make 2 really, really sticky, annoying minions. But, or one, yeah, I mean 1 big minion, and then
Yeah.
the second half is still available. So, and it will have enough health that it doesn't actually die here.
Yeah. Not
Uh,
like this, you're not trading here.
Yeah, you're taking it. You're doing 8 to the face, but we do find the Eviscerate to clear this up. So it will mean he does have to backstab his own minion, but I think he's going to be kind of okay with that to stop taking the 8 damage face. Yeah. And you are still able to clear up both halves here. So not too bad. Not the best hand, but is able to stem the bleeding a little bit to maybe draw into something a little bit stronger.
Oh my god.
Wow, that would have been painful.
Wow.
If he wouldn't have cleared that.
Yeah, that would have been real bad. Nothing to do here though, besides I guess clear them down.
Yeah.
Impale himself for 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of early damage taken by Yellow Dart here, and that's
Absolutely
not gonna let up as we can see the Core Chrono Elite and the Arcanite Reaper.
Wow. I mean, Vendetta for 4, I guess, is the play. Really unfortunate start. None of his Discover cards. This would have been a lot cleaner with them. That fence would have been stronger and lived. We would have had potentially that Vendetta being free, and we would have had some random effects here that could have saved the day. Now I
think he might just have to rip it here. I think he might just have to rip Myra's here.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but
I think you do, and then you can Nomi next turn. You have the mana, and if they aren't presenting 4 damage next turn, which I mean they're most likely gonna do, but if for some reason they don't have that 4 damage, you can get there. This does keep you alive for. Oh, he is able to play one of these Discover effects at least.
Yeah.
I'm out of cards.
He's gonna go Swashbuckling away into.
Yeah.
Mega Assembly not doing too much here.
But yeah, so he will technically, if he's able to clear up the board and Nomi, he can't actually do both, but he can build a big board with this adventure and Nomi potentially, the adventure and clear the board next turn and into a Nomi. So he's technically alive. He's going to take 5 here at least, or yeah, just 5 here this turn, and then be looking at 1 fatigue damage into another 2 into 3. So he's still alive for 3 turns with this face damage if he can clear this up.
Yeah. I'm not seeing too many ways he can clear this
Yeah.
up. It's gonna have to be something off of Burglar here.
Looking pretty
Only,
grim.
yeah, what, maybe Frost Nova will keep him alive for another turn?
I mean, he can clear up 2 of these with the Vendetta and the Eviscerate. It just means he has to find either a way to deal with 1 more, or find maybe off this Pharaoh Cat like a taunt or something. He doesn't have the mana for Lava Burst, but he can change a minion's attack to 1, which does keep him alive by 1. But
I don't know where he's going from here.
I don't know how he wins from here when he's going to be at 1 and die the following turn.
He's gonna need some sort of
heal,
miscreant and discover a spell and
or maybe Shadow Step this for.
Yeah, sure, that's a good point.
For like Witch's Brew or something.
Yeah.
But he's not going to be able to find the Shadow Step now because the memory is going to be able to clear, and I think that's going to be this game.
Yeah.
To brick.
He's going to need something off of this game here.
I don't even know. He has to like.
It's going to have to be
something. He has to find. Yeah. I don't know.
Some 3-mana spell that heals.
That's a rogue spell.
And like, and heals a lot. I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. So yeah, maybe the previous turn, going for that. I don't know. It's tough.
I don't know if you can even say Yellow Dart did anything wrong here.
No, the only thing I could think of is that last turn we were talking about the shadow step, maybe doing it ahead of time. Like you're not pushing the 4/3, but anything he develops kills you anyway. So maybe you need to discover another card that saves you. I don't think either of those are really game-winning plays or game-losing plays. You had a pretty tough situation there. Like sometimes you just want that 4/3 to contest what he puts on the board, right? Like if you only can somehow summon one minion, you give yourself one more turn that way. But I think you needed something a little bit miraculous in discovering something. Maybe could have gotten in there. I don't know what, but there's a world maybe.
Yeah, but again, I don't think you can blame that one on Yellow Dirt. That one is the part of the cards.
Rough start. Yep, that's all you can do.
So this does appear to be Evolve Shaman. So a tough matchup again for Rogue, but not not impossible. Same with the Hunter.
How do you know it's Evolve Shaman?
Well, as opposed to the question runs Evolve, I this is what I meant because of the the Soul of the Murlocs. You can tell for sure. He did not evolve. This is not a great hand though for him to start unless he finds that hair.
I think it might have been a little awkward keeping both the Evolve and the Mutate. I think you're trying to get.
He mulliganed the Evolve. That's another Evolve.
Oh yeah, you're right. We'll find the Mogu Flesh Eater. Or Flesh Shaper, rather.
Yeah. Which is not bad, and Rogue does tend to go wide, so you will potentially be able to get it early on.
Yep, there's the two Evolves, bookend Evolve.
Yeah. He's going to be able to play this Blink Fox into a double Underbelly, potentially, the following turn if he wants. Just not too bad.
Oh boy! However, we're gonna see a Mogu Mutate here if he wants to.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to think about the math in my head, and maybe Yeldart should have also taken a second there just to backstab one of these minions, just to stop this exact play from happening this turn. You're not going to prevent it forever, but
man.
Yeah, I was just about to say there's the sap potential that just shuts this out. I mean, this is an 8-drop you can't play for a long time. You know it's in there, but you want to try to beat him before he can even play, that 8-drop. So really good top deck there for Yellow Dart. This Thunderhead with the Sludge Slurper and the Zap is going to be able to clear this. I mean, it's this is what Shaman does. I think this was always going to be the tough deck for Yellow Dart to get through. Really need to have an aggressive start, and this seems to be a little bit more of a value-oriented version. So, I mean, not a bad Sandstorm Elemental. You're able to actually, I think, full clear here with the Shadow Step if he wants to do that.
Yeah.
Because he could also backstab Sandstorm Elemental.
I'm trying to see if there's any big ebb ones he can make here.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. So this is a 3/4. You can backstab. Yeah, so now he's 1 mana short from the Edwin.
Yeah.
But he can still do this. Oh, he's just
gonna eviscerate. Okay.
Yeah, and make a 5 attack board. I can see this for sure. Take the 3 damage. It's not that big of a deal.
And then even next turn you have backstab, Shadow Step in on that one.
Yeah, you have backstab, Edwin, Shadow Step, Edwin, right? Make it bigger. Yeah. And if this is all he's doing, you're pretty happy.
Oh, and the Pharaoh Cat. Oh man.
Do you have mana for that? 3, 4. Yeah, you have exact mana for that. So you can Pharaoh Cat, backstab this. You can even Shadow Step the Pharaoh Cat if you want, actually, and get another thing. So yeah, I think I like that a lot. So just make a big Edwin. You can Mermy.
He gets the Mermy.
So yeah, no, wait, backstab. Go all in. Go all in.
Nope.
All right, he thinks it's enough. Maybe he wants a Shadow Step for Leroy. I can see that, but this would have been He would have had another Pharaoh Cat minion in hand, plus another 1, 2, 3. He would have had another 2, 4, 6. This would have been a 12-12, right?
Yeah.
We played 1, 2, 3
mean,
more things.
Well, like I can definitely see saving the Shadow Step for Leroy, but I would have 100% used the backstab there.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. I agree with you. And you know, a 12-12 here would have been a lot more powerful.
Yeah.
Still gonna be okay, but you are gonna be able. Yeah, gonna have to trade awkwardly a little bit. Your 3-4 probably, and maybe is he gonna take 8 to the face? I don't know about that.
I'd rather just trade the Merman.
Trade the Merman, use your face to kill one of the 1/1s anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, trade the Mermy, then kill the 1/1s and do 8 to the face, I think. You just don't want them to be able to bloodlust and kill something.
Yep.
They don't really, I mean, some of them run exactly this, what I was about to say, Lightning Storm, so he can still clear out some stuff, but...
and yep, you're gonna see that Moshog.
Yeah.
Alright, Blink Fog's Hex.
Oh, man. Sap. I guess he can't get out. Lava Burst is interesting.
Do you ever Shadow Step the Fox and go for another card?
I don't know. You're able to do with the Lava Burst. You're able to clear this.
Yeah.
Maybe, and then you can even Shadow Step your Edwin if you want, and get it and essentially heal your Edwin, right?
Yeah, you could. I don't know if you're. I think he's still probably wanting to save the Shadow Step.
The Shadow Step for
Leroy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, and we have the Lightning Storm on the other side, but he has to roll the Wrath of Air Totem to even have a chance to clear the Edwin. So, not too bad. I think this is probably he's just considering: do I want to take the 2 and push an extra 1 damage? I think he's saying yes. Oh no, he's going fewer minions and just push the 1 with the. Oh, he's keeping the weapon. Maybe he has a deadly poison or something that he's considering.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, if you're gonna, yeah. So now he's got sort of a decision to make because, well, he can Hero Power, Lightning Storm, and Desert Hare Evolved, which I think maybe he's thinking about. It never kills the Edwin, so maybe he does. I think if you were gonna do this, you want to guarantee you want to Hero Power after because he now got rid of his Taunt Totem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's again no guarantee it was going to be the Taunt
right,
Totem.
but I'm saying usually when this happens to me and you're facing the damage, you want to make sure you have that chance at a time.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's very lucky.
That's
really good pull. All right, Hench Clan Burglar. That's wow.
Annoyatron. Not Annoyatron, but what's that stupid one? Alarm Robot.
Man.
Prismatic?
It is going to pull out this Vicina, which isn't bad. It's not terrible, but it's essentially a 4-mana minion because it just pulls the Vicina, but it can't attack. Yeah, wow. That second evolve.
That was big.
Huge difference there.
I don't know about taking desperate measures here. I think I would have taken either of the other 2 before that.
Now he's finally having to use it just because he's saying, I need something here. Wow.
Nothing good.
Yeah.
All right, what did he get? Noble Sack doesn't do too much. And you can't even kill this 2/6 now. He might even choose not to attack here. That's really awkward. I mean, you're facing with Bloodlust, you're facing a decent amount of damage. Well, that gets switched, so the minion that it summons can't Bloodlust, so you're facing 11 plus the 3, 6, 9. So yeah, you're okay.
But hold on, he can Lightning Storm though, which is going to be an additional +2 attack, +4+. Would be.
Oh wow, yeah.
How much is this? Hold up. Go get down, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he should have played the. Was this lethal? If he would have used the Voltaic Burst to trigger the.
Well, he didn't have mana to also Bloodlust with it.
Yeah, true. You're right. So no, it was not lethal.
No.
So all his minions get buffed still because of that
Right.
overload.
So you vendetta the 4/6 and unleash, I guess. Do some clearing.
Yeah, I don't. As we can see, that's not enough though with the Bloodlust.
Well, you got to vendetta first. I guess it doesn't matter if you're not gonna also Leroy. Yeah, that's rough. I definitely think he had a shot there, but that second evolve I think he might have actually been able to find lethal that turn. If the evolve didn't give him a heal taunt and a rush there. And yeah, this is going to be too much to handle.
Yeah.
He's going to be able to clear that up. He's going to be able to clear up 2 more minions. Or the 6/3. It's his choice. 2 minions or 6. I think you clear up to 2/2 and the 3/1 here. And leave him with 2 minions that can attack. Yeah. It's still 8 damage you're looking at, but if you don't know the Bloodlust is coming. Oh wait, and actually the Alarm Robot does not go to your hand if you don't have a minion to pull.
Yeah.
So that's plenty. All right, so it's this rogue struggling. We knew it was going to have a little and shaman to shaman things, but making a valiant effort there. I think maybe not making that giant Edwin could have cost him. A 12/12 Edwin would have been a lot more pressure and dealing more damage and dealing with that Mogu that he would have maybe had the sap for something later. So holding on to that I mean, the backstab I definitely disagree with, and then he was also holding on to the shadow step, which maybe I can see the reasoning there, but
yeah.
But it essentially is holding on to a shadow step that maybe pushes 6 damage later, versus making a minion have +4/+4 right now and getting an extra reborn minion to discover. So I think I would have liked to see that big Edwin line.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And I think it was the difference in that specific case.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, like, even if he wouldn't have gone all in, like, just use the backstab without the shadow step.
It would have been an 8/8. It would have. I mean, you didn't want to. It still would have died. It would have died to the 8/8 or the 8/11. So having that 10 or that 12.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a cutoff point for those minions. So, and it being a 12/12 would have dealt with the Mogu really easily too, which we didn't know at that point, I think, but.
But then even through all that, Brick had to get that taunt lifesteal to
lifesteal and a rush to clear out the Edwin that was still alive there.
Yeah.
So definitely getting good rolls there for him, but I think maybe could have been prevented to some degree. So I think Yeldart's thinking, I want a Ferrocat Evil Miscreant next turn, so I don't want to play this. And I'm just going to try to trigger whatever, and making the right call there. No,
I think he is going to go with the Ferret. Nope. He's thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. He could have Ferrocat Shadow Stepped, maybe. Just to get an extra minion, more options, and still be able to Ferrocat Miscreant next turn.
I don't know. I feel like this is better than wasting the shadow step.
Oh, and he does get. I was gonna say you can discover another minion, so he is able to actually vendetta this 2/4, which is really important.
That's big. And that Restless Mummy is just good.
Yeah, just a great card in this matchup as well. So finding something going his way a little bit there. We do have coin subject 9 here that can come down where that vendetta would have been really powerful. We'll see though. Maybe I think it fills his hand, so maybe he doesn't want to risk overdrawing something like Bran. But I think it's probably worth it, right? Because he'll be at 1, 2, 3. No, he'll be at 4, so it doesn't overdraw.
Yeah, we gotta.
Yeah. So he'll be at 9. So this is the perfect situation to do this. Interesting making that trade for him. And now with this questing, I really like kind of just going in here.
Yeah. I mean,
or you could go a mummy turn this turn and then go for the questing next turn. But
Him making that trade there ends up being a bit better because the lackey doesn't just clear it.
Yeah.
So that could
Well,
have
you
been a
backstab
consideration.
Kobold.
Well, yeah, but backstab lackey is
You
still
can
gonna.
shadow step the Kobold and do the 2-1 as well if you want, just for more value. Or you just play the Ethereal Lackey and
Yeah. Just
take the
put
2.
your weapon in, yeah.
I think you take the Shadow Step. I think you make this questing even bigger and harder to deal with, because right now Unleash the Beast deals with it. It's 1 turn away, but I guess it's 1 turn away, so you're not worried about that necessarily. But I like getting more spells. This is just a free Ethereal Lackey. Or either this is fine too. This isn't bad either.
Yeah.
All right. There's the brand we were talking about.
I don't know if he's gonna be able to hold on for long enough, though.
Yeah, he's still 2 turns away.
Yeldart's starting to present a lot of pressure here.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go for maybe getting this pressure plate to go off or this freezing. But yeah, without not being able to clear the 1/4, I think you always go
and there's Leroy.
The pressure plate and hope he doesn't play this. Yeah, so Yelder has to be thinking about the spells here, and maybe you just play this Restless Mummy. And worst case, it's Snipe, and you're happy with that too. You're able to swing the 1/2 your weapon face and re-weapon. You're swinging 8 with the okay.
Oh no!
That instantly kills his questing. That is the last thing he wanted to do. He knew he had all the secrets. That is the perfect secret to play there. You know exactly what the secrets are. You saw it wasn't freezing. What other secret would he play there? That is the only one.
Snipe.
That maybe cost him the game. The Snipe is okay, like the Restless Mummy. That I think that's it. I think that's the game right there. That mistake right there, like leaving that questing alive and pushing that damage would have been huge. Oh boy, I think that was a huge blunder, and it might be it. Wow, huge misplay for Yellow Dart. Might have cost him the series.
Honestly,
I think with that questing alive, he just secures the game. Like, he had no way to deal with it. There was nothing in the hand. Wow. And also kind of low rolling a little bit here with this marksman, but not.
Yeah.
He can kill the 5/4 with a marksman if he uses the Kobold Lackey, but that does not feel good.
No, he can. Like, he has a million ways to kill the 5/4, but
so many options.
Jeez, that's a shame, but probably something he should have saw coming.
Yeah, that's. I think that I'm pretty upset myself as one of my teammates. I know he's a really good player to make that kind of error.
Yeah.
I mean, if he hadn't played Subject 9, I could maybe rationalize playing around, like not playing around at 1 secret in his deck, but he played the Subject 9. He has every single one of his secrets. You knew it wasn't freezing. The potential secrets there are that he might play are Snipe, Rat Trap, Freezing, or Pressure Plate. In the worst case scenario, if he was Pressure Plate, he's going to play the Pressure Plate.
Yeah.
And you could test for the Snipe there too before you did that as well, or give yourself a 50-50, right? If you played the Mummy, you could still Shadow Step that. It feels like, I mean, that would have been 8 damage that turn. He would have been at 12. It would have still lived this turn and been able to push another, probably lethal this turn. He missed lethal, I think, essentially by doing that.
Yeah.
And presented, a counter lethal against him. But he's currently with this Leroy. If he gets the 50-50, I think he can win. Wait. Leroy, right? He goes 6, 12. I think he actually potentially had it, right? With the Kobold Lackey.
It's not enough mana, right?
6, 12. Leroy's 5. Shadow. Oh, with the Waggle pick, it's
3.
It's
and that would
3.
Have been exact,
that would have been exact mana, right? And exact lethal, right? Because he would have had the 12, 16. No, it would have been 2 off. Sorry. He would have had 16, 18. So he would have had.
Wait. No, he would have only had 16 because it's 4 from the Waggle pick and then 12 from the Leroy's.
Right, so that's 16 plus the Kobold Lackey. He had 1. Oh no, he would have been short to play the Kobold Lackey.
He wouldn't have had the mana.
Yeah.
Theoretically alive here. Technically.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I don't know what you draw here that gets you there though.
Yeah, well,
Maybe
What-
backstab. I guess backstab does. If you bounce the right one, you backstab your 0-4 to
yeah,
push another 4.
Myra's. I don't know what that can get you, but it's gonna have to get you something.
It's I don't think there's anything in the deck, because he has the 8/8 to play next turn. For 9 mana.
Swashbuckler into something. Do. That's not it. Need to Swashbuckler again. You need a 2-mana Hunter Taunt. No, that probably won't even do it.
I don't even know.
You still got King Crush coming down the next turn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The King Crush just kills you. Yeah, that questing mistake is that's the game. I think it would have connected. We don't see it like it was. I think it had a big chance there to just win the game and missed it. This King Crush is just gonna be lethal.
Yeah.
Well played.
And that's Brick taking it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Wow,
it.
3 chances with the Rogue and 3 misses. I think
Yeah.
I think he had a chance there at the end. I think so. Those other games he didn't really have too many options, but he finally
No.
had his shot. And sometimes you misplay a little bit, and
Yeah.
it can cost you the whole series there.
Yeah, just one. That's what kind of game Hearthstone is. One misplay like that can throw the entire thing away.
Okay, trying to see if I can get Break in here.
All right, perfect.
Still on it.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna look. That's. Oh, hello.
Yeah, hey.
How's it going?
Hey, how's it going? Congratulations.
What's going on, Break?
My heart. Oh my.
After that rogue miscue.
Yeah, dude. I was like, oh man, everybody bans Shaman. You know,
Yeah,
I wasn't even, I
yeah,
wasn't even
yourself.
thinking about it. It next leveled me. Oh man.
Wow. All right, man. I mean, yeah, you managed to get there. I think a little bit of a misplay there on Yellow Dart's side, probably costing him the series.
Yeah, nah, that was.
The questing. I mean, like he knew you had played the Subject 9, so you had all the
Yeah.
secrets. What secret makes sense to play there? What's the one that maybe
Yeah,
screws
I
you
was
up?
like, I threw it out. It was like a Hail Mary. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that thing
Yeah.
was gonna kill me.
Yeah, it really was. He had the Restless Mummy he could have played. He could have even
Oh.
given himself a 50-50 if he wanted to do the pressure plate, but there was no reason to, you know? So, like,
Yeah.
he could have pushed 8 more damage there, and then you had no way to kill it. And
No,
no
no
way
way,
to
no
deal
deadly shot. I burned my deadly shot like 2 turns after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, I'm
Wow.
sorry if I'm out of breath. My heart's racing.
No, you're fine. That was.
You're right. That was a hard-fought series in both
Oh,
ways, you know. And
Yeah.
You
And
also
I-
had the Shaman game. There was also that good roll on your end there for the second
Oh,
evolve.
the
to
evolve.
get-
Man.
I was thinking about ripping whether I should rip the second evolve or if he had Leroy in hand or.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
he
don't-
did. Don't worry.
Oh,
You
did he?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
it
my.
saved you. It saved you. You got the taunt with the
And
heal
a 5/8. Oh my.
and a
dude,
5/8 rush that was able to
Yeah.
clear up his Edwin there. Like that was
Yeah.
the perfect second evolve there.
I know that just didn't feel right. I feel so sorry for him. I hate Shaman so much.
Yeah, no, he had Leroy Shadow Step in his hand from like
Oh,
turn
my.
2 on.
Yeah.
He was holding those 2 cards I seen for a while. I figured
Yeah.
at least one was Leroy, and I was like, well, I mean, I'm probably dead if he has it. So Lightning Storm's no point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about as well. Earlier that game, he chose to hold a backstab that would have made his Edwin an 8/8, and then there was also he chose to hold that Shadow Step for Leroy later, which if he had done that would have actually made his Edwin a 12/12 when he played it. And it was like, how do you deal with the 12-12, right, on your side?
Yeah.
Like,
Especially,
even if you make that 8-8
yeah.
taunt, like, you go through it. And the Mogu Enforcer that you found, he can push through it as well.
Tapped it right away, too, the
uh,
first one.
maybe a little greedy with the Shadow Step, trying to get that 12 damage off the Leroy combo, but he could have had a 12 damage thing on the board.
Yeah.
Instead.
Could have just had a 12-12 instead of 12 damage with 2 health.
Yeah.
Man.
So definitely a couple things going your way there after a rough start in the miscue, but played to your outs and played it well, and
that first game too at Highlander Paladin, he just I didn't have a chance in that game. Found the Hunter Hero power and just
that game, yeah.
Oh, that felt so. Oh man, I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, that was like that one was over from the second he grabbed the Hunter Hero power.
I was like, is he Shrivala? I was like, all right, I'm just gonna mulligan, apply pressure, and he's just like, no, turn 2, Finley, or is it turn 1? Was he on coin?
No, it was turn 2, I think.
Either way, dude. Oh,
yeah.
And then the Mysterious Blade. I was like, please hit a minion, and he didn't.
Nope. Smork.
Nope. Yep.
And got there.
Yeah, and then you had like a decision to make if you thought you could beat his Smork or if you had to trade.
I was like,
and you went with the trades. And I don't know. I think it would have been close if you had gone face, but
I
definitely.
I had the kill command in hand. I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, he's way faster than me. I just gotta hope his hand's full of duds.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. GG to him. It was fun. I really,
absolutely,
really been having a blast playing THL for my first season.
Hey, we're glad you are.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you were subbing for a while, and now you're on a permanent team. So
subbing for a Saturday Night Pain Gang, and then Roundtable. It's actually, I don't know. I find it funny. They're like, "Hey, you sub this week?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I was like, "Hey, thanks for letting me sub." And they're like, "You're a permanent sub." I was like, "Wait a minute."
You're like,
congratulations.
Congratulations, you've been upgraded. Welcome to the Roundtable.
They're like, "What are you talking about? You're permanent." And I was like, "Oh my." Like, all right, sounds good. Because I was looking to get picked up, but I didn't expect it this late in the season.
Yeah, absolutely, and on a team that's got some good playoff.
Yeah, dude, shout out to my team. I've barely known them for more than a week, and I love them. They help me run stats and lineups, and they're fun guys to talk to. Shout out to them.
It's always great when you have a good. Oh yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Never mind. You have a Tachi on your team.
Yeah, I have a Tachi, and Tachi.
Yeah.
Oh man, Tachi's already on me. He's like watching the game on stream. There's some things we can talk about. I think would help improve your percentages. Like, oh my, already.
Yeah. I always say this because Tachi's been on my hero team for 2 seasons, and like everybody should experience being on a team with a Tachi.
Yeah,
he's one of the best teammates in my opinion.
And then I faced him on ladder last season in Legend, and
oh damn,
he smacked me around, and put it lightly. I was like, I recognize this guy.
Yeah.
I think, is he active in like the Magic community and stuff too?
Over there. Yu-Gi-Oh, I believe.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh. He used to be pro in, I believe.
I don't doubt it. He seems very good at what he does.
Yeah, and you also have another one of my teammates, Murloc, too.
Oh, Murloc! Yeah. Murloc's good, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say great.
Yeah, he's like what, 6-1, 5-2, something like that.
Yeah.
Dominating this season.
And just those are 2 great guys to team with, and it's a very good team to have for your first season here.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Couldn't ask for a better team. Oh man. Oh my. Calming down a bit.
But anyways, yeah. Good luck to you and the rest of your team in playoffs.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Yeah, thanks for letting me stream.
Thanks for having me, I guess. Catch you later.
Take care.
See you guys. See you.
Awesome. Well, those I think that's it for us. Those were 3 great games. We had one really quick series there in the Pro Series, but that will tend to happen in that.
Yeah.
And then I think the other ones the first one went to game 4, and this one actually all the way to game 5. So, but they were all quick games. We didn't have any control mirrors, and we didn't have to go too late. Actually, only 30 minutes for game or match 3. We did start a little bit early, but so I guess it was 45. But still, we've had times where we start a 10 o'clock match and we're here till like midnight or something, watching control mirrors for 2 hours. So definitely, you know, a good change of pace here with the aggro decks and seeing kind of the different strategies. But yeah, I think that puts the round table at a nice, comfortable position against the Stubbs catching up. I think they're now at 8 points more, so they're at 130, and the Stubbs are currently at 126.
126
plus 3 because they have already won the week would be 129. So they are ahead of the Stubbs by 1 point right now for that 2 seed.
But they also have an additional game to still play.
Yeah, the Stubbs have 2 more games to play. Oh no, they have 1 more game.
Yeah. Roundtable has 1 more.
Oh no, so they're actually tied because the Stubbs Shunsui got 1 win there, right? So they're at 13 plus the week win.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So they're actually now tied with that win.
Tied
for the second.
Yeah, they're tied, but the roundtable still has 1 more game to play. Or is it,
right.
Sorry,
the Stubbs have 1 more, and the roundtable has
3 more. Yeah, so like roundtable has 2 more than the Stubbs. Plus, they also have the win bonus to potentially get. So it's looking like roundtable's at a good spot to clinch second.
Yeah, they might even be able to overpass the Web Boys here because the Web Boys have only had played 2 matches and only gotten 2 points so far.
Yeah.
So they only have 3 matches and they're currently only 5 points ahead. So 1, 2, and 3 I think are wide open at this point.
I believe so,
they could still go to anybody, and I think that might be the case for the Red Conference as well. I don't know if Taplast is secured just yet. They have a dominant lead for that 1 seed, but it still could go. I believe to Dad Legend if they manage to come back here for the last 3 games.
Yeah.
They would get then 12 points plus the bonus of 15, so they'd be able to. Oh no, actually, I don't think they can catch up. So I think Taplast with that loss secured their 1st seed, but now it's Dad Legend and Anoyo team, I believe, fighting for that 2 seed.
Yeah.
With Dad Legend having a lead, but you know that's closing every single game.
Yeah. Also, not looking too good for Preppers for Rogues and not Pilots. They came in 4th, but
it's a rough season for Prep.
Sorry, Soccer. I didn't see you were on there. My bad. Yeah.
I mean, they still have a shot.
Yeah, no, 100%.
They still have 3 more matches there.
Yeah.
And they did start out with a 3-point lead over their competitors.
Yeah.
So they're technically right now they're only down, I believe, 5 points with that 3 head start.
6 points. No, 5. No, 5. You're right. Yeah.
5 points.
Yeah.
So they're only down 5 points right now, and Pod People has 2 matches to play while they have 3. So if they manage to win 2 of those and Pod only wins 1, then I think they manage to potentially secure that spot.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be close. It definitely is going to be close. If they win 2 more, though, they can jump ahead. And they'll get that bonus as well. So it's definitely close, but it can come down to these matches here for that spot. And then the Bay House hasn't played any of their matches yet, so they still have a shot, I believe, at the current scores. But I think they need Pod People to lose the next 2 with how maybe not. We'll see. But it's still wide open for that 4th spot there.
It's gonna be exciting to see how that plays out.
How the Sunday is gonna let everybody get into the playoffs or not?
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what happens. But yeah, any other announcements? I think we have there's a show tomorrow, a new show. It's called Schoolstone or something. Saturday Schoolstone, I believe.
Yeah.
And that will be hosted by Snake and who else is with him? I know Twos and I believe Lotus are helping out. I don't know if they're actually casting anything.
Snake, Liquidox, Twos is at BlizzCon right now. Lotus Knight is kind of like
the overseer.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be helping with stream op.
Oh, excellent! So catch Saku there.
Yeah, 5 Eastern I think is when it's gonna start. Or sorry, 4 Eastern is when it's gonna start.
4 Eastern. Yeah.
It's gonna be about. I think it's just 1 match.
Yeah, I believe it's Copper Town versus Turd Herder, which is also this same conference we just saw. The same match up that we just saw. It's the 5 seed of this matchup. So I definitely I think it's something that you could tune into, and may still have some sort of effect on the standings here. So still an important match. It could affect Roundtable's potentials at the 1 seed, and it affects Dad Legend's sort of potential at the 2 or the 3 seed. So an important match that's going to be on there. And I think you guys are also discussing matchups and stuff like that as well, right? With a specific deck that you guys choose, some sort of tutorial section.
I'm just stream up, and I'm not sure what the format is, but they had some kind of plan. I'm in their group chat right now. I have to read up on it, so don't have the exact particulars, but it should be interesting. Tune in at 4 p.m. Eastern.
All right, and I think that's all from us here. And thanks again for watching tonight. And to my co-hosts, as always, yeah, have a great weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys too.
See you guys.
Music to close out. Have a good night, guys.
All right. Good night.